Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey.
Welcome.
Welcome to our channel. But right off the top, we're going to tell you guys this is a community effort. We are just hosting this thing, but a lot of people have come together to make this charity fundraiser a reality.
Yes.
So
everyone
Yeah.
here, thank you. Everyone that's donated, thank you. Everyone.
Yeah, we're looking really forward to it. So technically, right now starts the donation period. However, we did put the link up early on the community page, and it's been getting circulated around a little bit. And we are absolutely blown away, completely taken aback, and a little bit overwhelmed by how amazing the generosity of you guys have been.
Yeah.
As far as, I was already blown away by the generosity of everyone donating things for giveaway, but then to have so many people show up early for donations to the GoFundMe, it's been incredible. So we're looking forward to a really good night here with you guys. And if you're tuning in for the first time and you haven't seen us, who are you?
I'm Erin, and that's Josh.
And I'm Josh. And so we're Stuff and Whiskey.
Yeah.
And I say it like stuffing, but
stuffing
stuff
whiskey.
and whiskey. And yeah, we have a channel here, and this isn't about any of that tonight. But if you're unfamiliar with our live streams, we tend to try to put together some type of fun format.
Yep.
And then, we thought, especially with the subject matter tonight, and we'll get into all this here in just a second, we wanted to have something kind of fun to do. So right now we're going to just intro everything. We're going to enjoy a pour for ourselves as we go. And then once we get going, we've got a fun little thing where we're going to be comparing some allocated versus available things, completely blind, not completely blind. We know what's
blind.
We know what's in the glasses.
Yeah.
It isn't like our double blinds.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Scott Pigsley, by the way. I just seen him say that he sent everyone over here from It's Bourbon Night. We appreciate that so much.
Thank you, Scott.
We are a small channel.
Bless you, yes.
And we, this all came about because the channel grew a little faster than we expected. You guys gave us a platform by watching, and when you do that, this is what happens. So we hope you're happy.
Sorry, not sorry.
So yeah, we're just really looking forward to this.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to the fun we're going to have with this allocated versus available tasting while we're getting into the meat of things.
Yep.
But let's get started.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start off with what's in our glasses.
What is in our glass?
So we have our Top Dog etched Glencairns.
Yes.
And we are sipping on a generous sample of Parker's Heritage Promise of Hope.
And I saw in the chat that Top Dog, him and his wife, they are sipping it as well.
Yeah. So we've never had this.
Yeah.
They very generously are the ones that donated the Pappy flight.
Yes.
They've donated so many more things, but you hear Pappy and you can throw in $5 to win Pappy. I sure wish I could.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that they've chipped in. There's a lot of stuff a lot of people have chipped in, and we'll give them credit, even though they have all said they don't want credit.
You're getting credit anyway.
You're getting this love, okay? So we're hosting, but this is a community collective effort from all of us to make a big impact. So what are we making an impact for?
What are we making an impact for?
First, let's get a sip. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers to you guys. Thank you for being here. Parker's Heritage Promise of Hope. On the nose.
All right. I already smelled it. It smells good.
It does smell quite good.
It smells really good.
JG just said it's already at $4,450 so far.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
We soft launched the GoFundMe and people found it.
On accident. We didn't know.
No, I put it up early because we'll get into it.
Okay,
but
well, I thought it was an accident.
I was so scared something was going to go wrong last minute. So I went ahead and got everything up quickly several days ago because I wanted to make sure it was all good, and people found it and started donating.
Yes.
So
and
unreal.
Dwayne asked if he donated earlier in the day, are you eligible for the drawing? Yes.
Everybody that's donated right from the get-go is eligible all the way up, and we'll do a last call at 9:55 our time, Central time. So we'll do a last call 10 minutes before we start the giveaway process, and then at 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern, that's when we'll cut off the giveaways. But people
cut off the donations.
Cut off the donations and start the
giveaways.
Yep. And then people tend to catch rewatches. So we're going to leave the donation window open until Wednesday at noon our time. And then we'll click the button to send the money directly from GoFundMe to Write Love on Her Arms.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a good segue into talking about why we are here at
Yeah.
all.
why we're here. Did you take a sip yet?
I did. It's really
Okay,
good.
I gotta take a sip.
It's delicious. It's warm, but not like, it's like a cozy blanket, like a weighted blanket. That's what it's like. It's like a warm weighted blanket.
Oh, that's a really good analogy. Yeah,
It's good.
it's got a really nice fruity sweetness to it,
Mhm.
and then it kind of swells up in the mid palate and
Mhm.
but there's a heaviness there. It is like a weighted blanket
Mhm.
on your mid to back palate. That's really good.
I love
Yeah.
it.
I
It's
mean,
good.
incredible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get distracted. We're up to 5,205.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
My goodness, guys. This is,
You guys
and
are
shout
amazing.
out, I see ADHD Whiskey, Matt in here. Cheers, you too.
Yeah.
Matt, thank you so much. And Jason from the Mash and Drum. We've got Adriana from Whiskey Mountains running our giveaway. I mean,
because she is a baller.
Can't have an Alzheimer's scientist
Oh my
on your side
gosh.
to run the giveaway. So we'll
Yeah.
talk about all the details in a minute. But why are we here?
Why are we here?
We want to speak to the hope and the help available.
Yes.
Because mental health is something that touches us all, whether it's something that you personally deal with,
Mhm.
or you're maybe at most 1 degree separated from somebody that mental health affects in your life. I mean, we all have mental health. Some of us have very good mental health. Other people have less mental health.
Yeah.
Health is health.
Yeah.
We think of it in terms of our physical health,
Yeah.
but we don't often think of it in terms of mental health. It's
Yeah.
just kind of something that it's there in the background all the time.
Well, and I think because it's not like you can't see it.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't want to acknowledge that it's even there, even in yourself.
Right.
Because it's not a physical thing. You can see if somebody's injured, or you can see if somebody's physically sick. So
Yeah.
it can sometimes get overlooked.
Right.
If you're dealing with mental health issues.
Yeah. And it's stigmatized. It's heavily stigmatized. And we'll get into that. So, we're going to walk you guys through this, and this whole thing is to benefit To Write Love on Her Arms, which is a charity organization.
To Write Love on Her Arms.
Yep. So she's got a To Write Love on her shirt. I have one as well. It shows a little bit. She's more of like the, like the pretty colors and like,
I normally wear black.
Or black. Yeah.
In all of our
we're a little
videos.
flip-flopped, actually.
Yeah. I normally wear black in all of our videos. So I thought I'd change it up.
Yeah. But this reflects my attitude a little bit as well. I'm a little bit defiant. I have a fighter mentality, and we'll get into all that here as we go. But this is to benefit To Write Love. I have a lot of notes in front of me because this is really important to us.
So if he's looking down,
so I don't want to miss anything as we go through this. But this is to benefit To Write Love. Just right off the top, we are a new channel. We want you guys to know that your donations are 100% safe. Like, they're not coming through our hands at all.
Nope.
To Write Love is partnered with the GoFundMe PayPal giving fund. So the money goes straight into GoFundMe. That keeps everything, like, they have a minimal processing fee. It's like, I think it's something as low as like 2.2%. So like, that is the way that most of your money goes, and they're 501(c)(3), so it's all tax deductible, the whole 9 yards. So it's all going straight through. We've got our rare whiskey giveaway, and Aaron has the ticker up. I'm kind of the chatty Cathy here, and Aaron runs the chat and the ticker and the graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I do, before you get into the story, I want to say, so we are donating to Write Love on Her to Write Love on Her Arms.
Yeah.
And I think I saw a comment. Tim asked, is there a specific type of mental health that this charity helps, or just overall mental health? So make sure you speak to that. Okay.
Yeah. So everything. And that's why we are choosing them, because there are so many good mental health charities out there.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because almost all of them raise money for destigmatization. They all raise money for community awareness, education. But then once you get past that part of it, they each have their own individual lanes that they work within. So some are, specifically for youth suicide. Some are specifically for LGBTQ youth. Some of them are specifically for soldiers and veterans and active duty military. Some of them are for
like changing laws.
Yeah. The NAMI,
North American
mental or National Alliance for Mental Illness. They are specifically focused a lot on legislature and changing laws around mental health and lobbying and advocating for changes on that front. To Write Love, what we love so much about them is they directly help and sponsor people who need help.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they started. And we'll get into their background story. But the other thing we like about them is that they are a 4-star charity, one of the very few 4-star charities in the mental health space. And they have 100% financial transparency. So you can't beat that.
Yeah.
Like, they're really good. And they actually make, not that the others don't, but they're really big. Like NAMI has NFL players running commercial spots for them. To Right Love is more of a grassroots organization. It's got a lot of publicity over the last 15 years for a lot of different reasons. But the biggest reason we chose to support is because they are transparent and the money goes directly to helping people who actually need the help. Right. Like desperate need of help. So we're going to say, I'm telling myself here, state the rare whiskey giveaway details and how to enter. So if you check the video description below, just click the drop down arrow or however it looks on your end, and you'll see the list of everything to give away. We're going to have 32 winners tonight.
Whoa. We
have a ton of winners. We have flights. We have all kinds of cool other stuff. We've got a ton of bottles to give away. And that's as a thank you for you guys for donating. So all the details of how to enter are down there below. I mean, everything's down there. I tried to make that
how to enter and we're giving away is all down there.
Right. I put the description together and I tried to make it as much of a resource as possible for all you guys, so that if you're watching, if you have any questions, you can check the video description below. Because if we had to continually restate what's available for giveaway and how to enter and all that stuff, then we would get really bogged down and we would miss out on some of the really important conversation that needs to happen around this topic. So with that said, we can kind of get into it.
Okay.
Right? Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right.
This Promise of Hope is really good, and I'm trying to slow myself down because you see I've already
it is very good.
It's so good.
All right, so let's start this off, guys. If you've seen any of our videos, you'll know we say we're not professional whiskey tasters. We are not professional mental health professionals either.
No.
Okay. We're coming at this from a very personal angle, and we'll get into all that. But I just want to say right up front that I know that when it comes to the space of mental health, it can be a very difficult conversation to have. And if things get too heavy for you, if you're struggling with your mental health and this conversation gets a little too heavy for you, don't be afraid to hit the mute button, tune out for a second, take care of yourself. You don't even have to be present to win necessarily. We can contact you through GoFundMe. So if you find yourself in a tough place with some of the stuff we're talking about, then know that it's okay. And that you don't have to necessarily be here. This isn't about us. This is about raising money for TWLOHA. If you acronymize To Right Love on Her Arms, it's TWLOHA, which sounds very pleasant to say, by the way. You can try it at home right now if you'd like. But it's like aloha, TWLOHA. But so if it's not about us, Right. So
if you need to step away, by all means do so. That's cool.
And then we're going to interact with chat a lot more later. But we got to get some preliminary stuff out of the way first. That's really important that we want to address. And I'm going to do a lot of that talking, and you're going to find out why here soon. But you should probably first know that I'm a big softie, so I'm probably going to get emotional. And
that's why we love him, right, guys?
Yeah. And I will say that, like, we're a newer YouTube channel. It is difficult to articulate all your thoughts that you want to articulate like right then when you have a camera pointed in your face and you're not people who are big on being in front of the camera.
Yeah, it's very odd.
So allow me some grace and latitude to maybe slip up a little bit here. I'm hard on myself, so I'll give myself that, but give that to me too, guys. So as I already said, I think this should matter to all of us because it affects all of us. And we'll get into some stats, but this is when we were thinking about this and thinking about doing this thing, we want to do it every October, but we really wanted this first one to be, really strong right out of the gate. And I started looking up infographics because I'm like, okay, that will be a great way to get some information across. And everybody's a little different. Like that stuff really registers for some people. And for me, I kind of start glazing over when I see too many infographics and start hearing too many stats and things like that. So I could show you an infographic that tells you that there's 800,000 people a year that take their own life. But I don't think that's nearly as impactful as telling you guys that this live stream tonight is going to run about 2 hours of chat time. And then probably the last hour will be giveaways. And in that period of time, 120 people on average will choose to take their own life. Wow. And in the time that it just told me to tell you that, one of them already has. So those people, they're sons and daughters, they're brothers and sisters. They're someone's father and mother. And I don't know of many people who have not lost someone to suicide or doesn't know someone who's been affected. Yeah. It's happened in my family. It's happened I was getting my hair cut earlier today, and the guy cutting my hair told me that two people when he was in high school, his two best friends both took their own life. Man. So, and those are kids. Yeah. They're kids. Their people are suffering with this stuff, and it's a real problem. So I've got some stats that I want to talk to you guys about, but we're going to humanize them. Okay. I'm not just throwing a bunch of numbers at you and hoping that they stick. Real quick, Aiden has said to not tag at Whiskey Mountains because she's the one that's running our giveaway. So she's keeping track of all the donations coming in. Yeah. So if you're pinging her, then she's busy keeping track of everything on that front. So let's talk about this. We just talked about some suicide stats, and that's where a lot of this mental health stuff ends for some people. For a lot of people, 800,000 people a year. Yeah. But it doesn't start there. Like you're not happy-go-lucky on Tuesday and then decide to take your own life on Wednesday. So it starts with a myriad of other reasons, and some of it's nurture and some of it's nature. Some of it is
small and grows.
Yes, and some of it's chemically dependent. And if you're someone that is chemically dependent or needs to have some chemical regulation, we've got to destigmatize that in our society and let people get healthy. Like there's no shame in taking medicine for other illnesses. But in our society, it has become stigmatized to take medicine for mental illness. So I think right off the rip, we have to try to destigmatize people who need help in that form, in chemical form. But my experience with this is more from the nurture side of the equation, the experiences I've had in my life that have put me where I'm at, and I've gone through the things that I've gone through. So looking at my stats here, which, by the way, 90% of people, that's a wild stat. 90% of people who die by suicide have symptoms of mental health conditions.
Like leading up to that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a huge percentage. So this matters.
That's 9 out of 10 people.
Right. And I was looking up stats, on depression and anxiety. And it said that there were 20% of the U.S. population struggles with real depression anxiety disorders. 20% anxiety disorders, 7% with major depression. Okay. And then 50% of every adult will at some point deal with at least one mental illness type of situation in their life personally. So 50%, that's half of us. But take that 20% and take that 7%. 20% anxiety disorders, 7% major depression. I can't contextualize that in the population of the United States. Yeah. But when I think about me being in a room with 20 people that I care about, or even 20 people that I don't know, and I can look around that room and say to myself, one of these people is probably dealing with major depression. Yeah. And I'm looking at them and they probably look normal, and I don't even know that they're dealing with it. Yeah. And another 2 or 3 are probably dealing with some type of anxiety disorder. So that's where it starts. And an absolutely alarming stat, but actually not that alarming based on my own personal experience. It says that the average delay between when you start having symptoms onset, when somebody starts having an onset of symptoms for mental illness, and then they actually seek treatment, is 11 years.
Wow. That's a long time.
That's a long time, but that's not just 11 years in time past. That's 11 years of suffering, of fighting and dealing with demons. Like you're under siege. So it is a really tough thing to deal with. And I want to talk about, I have a couple of categories, because the thing is that unfortunately our society seems to want to, I think human nature is tribalism. Like you tend to go towards your small little group where you feel comfortable, but people get in those little groups and they find their identity in that. And now we're separated, and there's a rift that's being driven through people. And we'll get into social media later.
Yeah.
But there is a rift between people, and we're all in this together. Okay. Mental health, mental illness, it does not discriminate whatsoever. And I've got stats for each category. So let's go through them. First, and there's a ton of great charities out there, by the way. And I'm pulling these stats from a lot of those charities because they're great. Yeah. So the JED Foundation is a foundation that's focused specifically on youth suicide. And another 4-star mental health charity, absolutely great. And in the last couple years, things have been a little weird in the world, and they ran a poll. And keep in mind that this is your 18, 19, 20, college age children are saying, like young adults, we're old, so they're kids to us, but young adults, that they say that 56% say that they are significantly concerned with their ability to care for their own mental health.
Yeah.
That's over half.
Yeah.
Feel ill-equipped to deal with their own mental health.
Yeah.
And then I started looking at the stats of how they're dealing with it. And it's like 70% are listening to music and 50% are talking to their friends. And those are great things. I dealt with a lot of my own stuff through listening to music. But it's like getting actual help is so far down the list for them. And a lot of that is budgetary constraints. And there's a lot that goes into that. But that is staggering. And then youth are taking their lives at a very high rate.
Yeah.
And then that's the JED Foundation. You go over to the Trevor Project. They're for LGBTQ youth who have 4 times greater likelihood of suicide and suicide attempts than straight youth.
Wow.
So these are, we're in our late 30s. These are kids. These are kids that are grappling with really heavy stuff. And they life-altering stuff. Yeah. And they find themselves in a position where they think the solution, the what's going to make it better, is choosing to end their life.
Yeah.
And that is, if your parents out there, I know that hits you like a sack of bricks.
Yeah.
That is a really, really heavy thing to really contextualize.
Yeah.
And stats on a screen only tell so much of that story. Minorities. Every minority group across the board reported stigma in their community against mental health issues. Every single one, which I think it's in all communities, but minority communities were elevated.
Okay.
And one of the most alarming stats I saw, I grew up in a very, very diverse, like I was actually a minority growing up in the school system that I was in. It was predominantly Black, a few white kids. I was obviously one of them, if your screen's working. But, I was always really cool with everybody. And I had friends at school, and I can see this. Looking at this stat, I'm not surprised. 92% of African-American males do not seek treatment for mental health issues because they view depression as a personal weakness.
Wow.
That's their words.
Wow.
It's especially bad also in Asian and Pacific Islander culture.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about sexual abuse. Let's roll the sleeves up. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's do it.
If you're a child that suffers sexual abuse, you've got a 25% increased likelihood of developing a mental health disorder as an adult.
Wow.
And if you're an adult that suffers sexual abuse, you have over a 53% increase in developing a mental health issue. And then I put veterans and active duty military last because I have so many friends who are in, and I know they wouldn't want to be put first. But listen to this, guys. PTSD rates 15 times higher than civilians. And depression rates 5 times higher than civilians. That is staggering for people who are serving us. So there is literally no socioeconomic limits to mental illness, to depression, to anxiety, to even larger scale issues that are like chemically related. And this isn't even, these are stats around like depression and anxiety. This isn't even touching on stuff like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and things like that. So this is a thing that affects us all. My notes say that our mental health is trending downward in this society. Its suicide rates are up 35% in the last 20 years. And it's not going to get better unless we do something. Unless we do something to destigmatize these problems, these issues that people are suffering from, and find a way to bring some real hope, because we are all in this together. So that's my stats section. That's my research. You know, I don't have sources. I actually do have sources. They're just not printed on these papers, but I'm not giving a college level dissertation here. Like I want to try to humanize these things for you guys. I
think the point you're trying to make is that it is a real deal.
It is.
And it's not discussed very often. I think it's starting to get discussed more now. I think recent times have kind of brought more awareness to it, but it's real and it's not going away.
Yeah.
So.
And, you know, we are a whiskey channel. So let's just address the elephant in the room right up front. You know, there's a lot of people who need help via medication, and mixing alcohol with that's a really dangerous thing. So don't feel like you need to imbibe. You know, take care of yourself, because the whiskey will be there later on, but get yourself right. And then, because this is for a good time. This isn't for the bad times when you're alone. This is for the good times, we believe, and sharing with friends and sharing with family and having a good time together. And that's why we do this channel. But this is for a good time for us. And then if you're somebody that, even if it's not a chemical thing and you don't have medical medication limitations, this can be a crutch too. And unfortunately, there's a lot of addiction that goes along with this. And there's a lot of stuff that gets labeled as addiction that is really just alcohol abuse of people who are turning to whiskey or alcohol to cope. And it's really what they probably ought to be grasping with here is an underlying mental health issue that that is just unmet yet. So we're going to get into the background here. So we're going to talk about.
Are we going to try any of these?
Yeah. So we're going to get into our thing. So let's have some fun. Okay. Cause things are going to get.
Things got real heavy.
Well, and things were heavy on the global macro stat side of the equation. Things are about to get really personal. So let's have some fun. Let's break some things up here. Okay. So we have off camera here, we have 9 Glencairns that have an ounce of whiskey in each of them. So only a half ounce for us. We're trying to pace ourselves. We'll get into all that as well. But we got a half ounce for each of us. So we're pacing ourselves. Half of these are available. Half of these are allocated. But if you're quick at math, which I'm not necessarily all the time, then
9 is
we
an
have
odd
9.
number.
So we have a curveball glass in there.
Josh likes his curveball and honorable mentions.
Now,
if you've seen any of our list videos of the top 6, there's always like 2 more honorable mentions.
So we've got 9 over here, half and half plus a curveball. If you're eagle-eyeing us on a larger screen, you might notice that one of the Glencairns has an etched logo in it, because we only have 8 Glencairns that are blank. All the other Glencairns that we have are etched. So we actually taped up the Glencairns with blue painter's tape so that we could pour an ounce.
So we didn't know which one was etched. The etched one.
So we labeled the bottom, but we don't know what the etched one is. So here's what we're going to be drinking. And maybe before we get into this next stuff, we can talk about a little bit of the.
Do you just want to read it?
Yeah. So here's our list. Okay. Every allocated rare, crazy whiskey sample that someone has so generously given us to try, I've tried to pair it up against something that is available. So what we're going to do is we're going to taste through these. There's only a couple sips in here for each of us. And we're going to say whether we think it's available or allocated. Available or allocated.
Are we just going to do some now and some later?
We're going to do them all through, one at a time.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just going to go one at a time.
Okay.
We're going to share glasses. It's okay. I'm married to her. I already got her cooties. So Russell's Reserve 13 year.
Okay.
And we had to put rare breed in there against it.
Yeah, we did.
We have, and that's from Barry Hawk. Thank you, Barry, for the Russell's Reserve 13 year. Even though he said specifically he does not want him to shout us to shout him out. You're getting this love, buddy. We have Old Forester 117 series Warehouse K from Jacob, local Nashville Bourbon Social Club guy. Love that guy. Old Forester 1920 is also in here somewhere. Okay. Both Old Forester products, similar proof points. We'll see. We have a Four Roses 130th anniversary limited edition. Okay. By the way, all this rare stuff, we've never had a sip of this at all, so we're not going to recognize it.
I don't even know which one's rare when he's telling me this. So.
And that's from Top Dog, Four Roses. And then that's Four Roses is a high rye bourbon. So I paired it up against a Nashville Barrel Company, which is local to us, but this is sourced to MGP. 5-year MGP bourbon. Somewhat similar proof point. These aren't head-to-heads. We're going one glass at a time. And then let's wrap it up with my good buddy Scott Kading here that gave us a sample of William LaRue Weller from 2018.
Nice.
And I don't really have anything that's quite comparable to that, but I put a Maker's Mark FAE 02 in here. So limited edition there, but it has very wide distribution. You can get your hands on it. And then Curveball, Belle Meade here in Nashville, Nelson Greenbrier Distillery. We have a Belle Meade tequila cask finished bourbon in here. So this is going to be fun. I want
that one to taste like summer vacation.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through these one at a time. We're going to each have some sips, nose and sip it while the other person's talking about whatever. And we're just going to give you a thumbs up. And if it's allocated and rare, it probably should get 2 thumbs up, right? It should really blow us away.
Okay. So we're just going to do the thumbs up? 2
thumbs up. I love it. 1 thumbs up. I like it. Just okay.
I don't like it.
Don't like it.
Okay.
So we'll go through these and we'll reveal as we go so that we're, know, by the time we get down to the last one, we'll kind of know what it is by process of elimination.
Yeah.
The pool will get smaller, but all right.
Okay. So I'm just going to pull one.
Let's pull one and let's get started on the whiskey
and
front.
So we have what they are on the bottom here. So I'm going to cover that up so we don't.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. So they can see, but the camera probably won't pick up that close. No. So
this smells good.
So I said that while you're smelling, you can zone out.
Okay.
So I said that mental health touches us all. And the reason I say that is because even if you're not suffering, it's a thing in our society. The numbers don't lie. And hurt people hurt people. People who are hurting hurt people.
Even if they don't mean to.
Whether it's themselves or other people. And I fall into both of those categories over different points in my lifetime. So I've had some self-destructive behavior in my days, and I've also hurt other people as a byproduct of not dealing with my own stuff. But we'll get into that. And then I want to talk about To Write Love and the reason that they are a charity. But before we get into that, cliffhanger, what do you think?
I give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. She likes it.
I like it. I don't think it's allocated.
Okay.
But I do like it. So whatever it is.
Should I guess?
Don't try to guess.
And be wrong, guys? Would you enjoy that? Put it in the chat.
No, please don't try to guess. He's always wrong.
I'm always wrong. Okay. I think I can't. We know what's in here, so I can't help but think I know what it is.
I don't know what any of these smell like.
I know. And that's kind of what you'll see on our channel. Like I don't, the only thing I know as I've gotten older is that I don't know anything about anything. Okay. So especially whiskey. So we just taste blind. That way you get our completely honest opinions.
Tell me what you think, if you think it's allocated or not. Nick says, whenever in doubt, Blanton's.
Ooh, okay. So on the nose, I would say no, but on the palate, I'm kind of leaning towards yes.
Okay. That's your final answer. We're moving on.
Hang on. No, easy. Pace,
Buddy.
Pace, lady.
He takes too long.
I do take too long. I think this might be one of the Old Foresters.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one, though. I thought 1920 on the nose, but I'm thinking Warehouse K on the palate. But I think that's just the proof. It's been a long time since I've had Old Forester 1920.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
All right, I'm giving this one a thumbs up as well. Okay. I like it. It's not. It's coming real close on the palate to striking me as something special.
Okay.
But I'm really bad at multitasking, guys. So when I'm trying to talk to a camera, and think through mental health things, I might not be tasting with the highest level of fidelity, which already is a very low.
So what do you think it's allocated?
So
or
I'm
available?
saying this is available.
Okay.
And I think it's Old Forester 1920.
Okay, let's check it out. What is it?
It's FAE.
FAE02. You were wrong, buddy.
Is Maker's Mark FAE02. I said I was close to going 2 thumbs up, thinking it's allocated on the experience on the palate.
I know, and this is why we do double blinds, because when you think it's allocated, you're more likely to give it 2 thumbs up.
There was just like a fruity sweetness that hit me right off the nose, and I didn't take the time to figure out if it was banana or not, which is kind of an Old Forester signature note. I just said fruity sweet,
banana, whatever.
Fruity sweet, syrupy depth, and my mind just went towards Old Forester. FAE02 is a fantastic.
It's really good, yeah.
For the availability and the price, it's a 2 thumbs up for me.
Yeah.
A little bit of a spoiler alert because it's coming out on one of our upcoming videos. But
why did you say that?
Oops. All right.
We'll take a little break, talk a little bit, and then we'll get to the next one.
All right. So you can actually start on that one.
Okay.
I want to talk about why we chose To Write Love on Her Arms. So To Write Love on Her Arms started in 2006. And it was real grassroots style. Like there was just a girl named Renee. And Renee was dealing with a lot of things. She was dealing with, no doubt, a lot of depression, anxiety probably, that led to self-harm, self-cutting. Well, yeah, if you're cutting other people, that's a whole nother myriad of issues. But she was cutting herself, suicidal ideation. She had developed some addictions. She was living with drug dealers. She was having her life was coming apart at the seams, and she knew it. And she knew she needed to try to get help and get into rehab. And if you've looked into rehab before, it is a very expensive service.
Yeah.
It's a very expensive. It's a good thing that they do, but it costs a boatload of money. And so she had some people that rallied around her and helped her raise money by making T-shirts of all things. And they started making these T-shirts and they started selling them. This was happening down in Florida. And it kind of caught on like wildfire for a lot of reasons, and those aren't important. But this grassroots way that they began, and then they got their footing under them, it started as a way to help people directly. So they help all people. They help minorities. They help LGBTQ. They help youth for suicide. They help warriors. They help our veterans, active duty military. They help everybody.
Yeah. So it's not just a segment of the population.
Correct. Depression, anxiety, and maybe that spreads them a little more thin than like a more targeted method, but they're giving money to actually help people who need help. But Renee's story and my mom's story run very parallel.
Yes.
Okay, so bear with me here, guys. I'm coming at this from a place of what the hope and the help that is available, and my mom's not here to tell you her story, but I want to tell you her story very briefly. Okay. And I want to highlight the ripple effects that can happen when mental health issues are not dealt with. Okay. So this is why this is really important, guys. So my mom was one of 4 kids, and there's a lot of stuff going on in her life as a kid. She lost her father at a very young age. She was the youngest. Her next oldest brother, who she was very close to, got into a motorcycle accident when she was in her early teens, and he was permanently disabled from that. And it really hit her hard, and she never dealt with that. Now, if you ever met my mom in a good state, she was the life of the party. Her nickname was Wild Child. That girl could have a good time.
Yeah.
And most of my memories of my mother are having an absolute blast with her.
Yeah.
Because I was not raised by her. Because, well, I was for the first few years of my life, and I don't remember very much of that. The only memories I have pre-elementary school and moving in with my grandmother, who took me and my sister in, are trauma, witnessing trauma. So, and kids shouldn't have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, that's obviously not good to see that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So, my grandmother took us in because me and my sister were going to be put in foster care by the court system. And we saw our mom when she was in good standing,
Yeah.
but she was in and out of rehab, and she was in and out of women's shelters, and she was living with drug dealers, and there was a lot of domestic abuse involved in that. And to her credit, she did try. And I've had adults in my life who insulated me from what she was grappling with at that time. They have told me that they've never seen anybody try as hard as she tried.
Yeah.
But she did not end up taking her own life, but she found herself in a relationship with a drug dealer, and domestic abuse was part of that relationship. And she was killed when I was 14 years old, and my sister was 12. I don't have to tell you guys the impact that can have,
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of time of my life dealing with that and trying to figure out what that meant to me. And I've gone through it all, and it's parallel to that. I've had other trauma in my life. I've been through some things that no kid should ever have to go through, separate and apart from that.
Yeah.
And this isn't a pity party for Josh. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
And I'm about to get into some really defiant stuff about how you can overcome this.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But what she went through, even though she tried, there was limited resources to help her. And it had widespread repercussions.
Yeah.
Like, it affected me, it affected my sister, it affects other family members. It's a ripple effect. And that's one person.
Yeah.
My mother affected 2 children, affected all the family members that we have. And, I did not deal with that for a long time. Looking back on it and knowing more now in adulthood, I was suffering some very classic post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms for a long time.
Yeah.
And even still to this day, I've lived more of my life with my mom not alive than I have with her ever being alive.
Yeah.
And even to this day, I get very easily overwhelmed when there's a lot of input. I have to limit input. I have to be really careful with that. And I deal with anxiety on a daily basis. I don't even like taking Tylenol, so I've not gone the medication route, but I've been in therapy for 15 years, or no, longer, since I was 21. So 17 years I've been in and out of therapy and working on my own mental health.
Yeah.
Because I didn't deal with it for 7 years, did a lot of self-destructive behavior, hurt a lot of people in my life, and had a panic attack at 21 and thought I was dying.
Yeah.
And that was a wake-up call for me to try to get a grasp on it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest with you guys, like, I tried to get help, and then it didn't really click with that therapist. And so then I stopped going, and then I fell back into old patterns where I was being self-destructive and I was hurting other people. And it really came to a head when somebody really close to me was also actually 2 people very close to me were dealing with their own mental health issues. People that I loved and cared about a ton. And I had this toughen up mentality. I had this, I'm getting through this, so you should be able to get through this too. And I know this about myself now, but this is kind of that old school mentality, right? Like, just harden up and deal with it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of part of the stigma that we have in modern day society, even still. And I do think things are changing, and I think that's wonderful.
And that's a good thing.
But that's the way it was when I was that age. And I became inhumane towards people that I cared about because they were struggling with things that I was also struggling with, and looking at that mirror, and I didn't want to feel weak and helpless and hopeless, but looking at that was a trigger for me. And I hurt people, and that's not okay. Like, I was a hurting person that hurt people. So that's like
but
a little like,
and also you didn't know you were hurting them.
But that's a meme. That's a meme. It's like hurt people or whatever, but I lived that.
Yeah.
And it took my life pretty much falling apart for me to get the wake up call that I've got to start dealing with my own stuff.
Yeah.
And I took a real strong grasp on my mental health at that point. And we're talking about from 14 years old when my mom was killed to my early 30s.
It's a long time.
I was suffering.
It's a long time.
And I'm telling you, if you're in chat, any of those stats I threw out, I mean, there's a few that don't apply to me for some pretty obvious reasons. Right. But if you're dealing with any of that stuff yourself, I'm you. Yeah. Okay. You're me. We are in this together. Yeah. All right.
And you are not alone.
You're not. And you can get past it, you know, and if you can, who does not love a good hero story? Mm-hmm. Who doesn't love somebody that's overcome this stuff? Mm-hmm. And your story can become a testimony for other people. 5, 6, 7 years ago, let me put it like this. 10 years ago, I was wondering if driving my car off of a bridge was the way to solve things, if that would make things better in life. Yeah. I didn't seriously consider it for too long. I didn't allow myself the latitude to go down that road too much. I just suppressed and was a real jerk to a lot of people in my life because of it. Yeah. But I thought it, and it wasn't once. I thought it many times that I thought that was the way to make everything better. Yeah. That if I wasn't here. So, and I have dealt with seasons of bad depression mm-hmm. and hopelessness and feeling helpless and not knowing where to get help. And then you go get help and that counselor is not a good fit. Or I've seen other people get put on medication that's not a good fit. Mm-hmm. And it's hard not to get discouraged from that. Yeah. But to think that you can't beat it is a lie. It's a lie. Mm-hmm. And you can't believe that, because what depression and what anxiety will do for you is it will lie to you, and it will tell you that there's no hope there and that there's no help there. And it'll tell you that, you know, taking your own life is the solution. But that's the lie, because you matter. Yes. And your story matters. And if you can take what you're suffering with, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's a process. And if I always say this about a lot of things, but there's a little chart talking about what success looks like. And it's a little thing like this. And you see what you think it looks like, and it's a straight line going up. But what it actually looks like is like this squiggly line. It's all up and down and back and forth and all. Yeah. And it's mental health is just like physical health. You don't eat a salad and shredded, you know. We're not all we're not Trev. Yeah. we're not all the Bourbon Ranch. So like, you know, it's a process. Yeah. And you're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days, but I can tell you that if you work through it, it's worth it. 5 years ago, even, I never ever would have thought that this right here would be happening. Ever. Same. And now somebody put in chat, what is it up to? $9,700.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
We're raising $9,700 right now.
Help put people in counseling if they need it, to help therapy, rehab, all
help,
the things.
Real help, real hands-on help, guys. Yeah. We're doing this together. And it wouldn't have happened had I not been through what I've gone through and then gotten healthy and healed from that. We talk about this all the time. Like, she's beautiful and she's with me.
You're beautiful. Have you seen you lately?
But hey, you're beautiful too. We're all beautiful. Everybody has something of worth to give. Like you matter. Yeah. And if I weren't healthy, I guarantee this wouldn't be happening. Yeah. And if you weren't healthy, this wouldn't be happening.
We both had to get healthy before we could be ready for each other.
We did. Yeah. And you still have to deal with my neuroses.
Only in small doses.
Okay. So
okay, wait.
We're gonna transition a little bit here. Okay. Thank you guys for hearing my story. I hope that it spoke to somebody out there, even if it's one person, if it's you and you think that ending everything is the solution, that's what's going to make everything better. Or if you deal with anxiety on a daily basis, like I do, or if you're suffering from PTSD, or if you feel marginalized and discriminated against, and it's taking a heavy toll on your mental health, all those things, like, you are not alone. There are so many more people that are dealing with it than you think. And the problem is the stigma. The stigma is a blocker for us actually making real connection with other people who can give us help and give us support, and to talk to people who are struggling with the same things. And then that's a support system. And let me tell you guys, like, I've gone to support groups, and this is going to sound super weird on a whiskey stream, but like I really struggled with my mom's drinking growing up. And there have been times in my life where my mental health wasn't where it needed to be. And I stopped drinking for years at a time and stopped hanging around people who were drinking because I couldn't handle that situation. And I was going to Al-Anon, which if you're familiar with Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, they help people who are dealing with addiction. Al-Anon is a organization, a sister organization to AA that, sorry, Adriana just said we broke $10,000.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I wish we had like some sort of something, streamers.
We had no clue what this could be.
Yeah.
And we came on and we said, if we don't raise anything, just getting on here and talking to you guys about it and being public about it,
all we need,
is it could save somebody's life. It's like, you never know the impact you're going to have.
Yeah.
But if you can face your own demons, and a little bit of this is me and my personality. I'm a put my head down and run through the wall type of guy.
Yeah.
If you can face your own demons and then you can flip that narrative, flip those lies that tell you that you're worthless and that tell you that you're not, that you don't have help and you don't have hope available, then it can become a powerful, powerful tool to reach out to somebody. And this is raising money, but even if it didn't, this might save a life. This might save a life. So that needs to be a cheers.
Yeah. I wish we had a streamer.
I'm gonna go on the promise of hope.
Okay. I finished.
Cheers me with this.
Okay.
You can have this. Cheers.
Get another sip of
I get the promise hope. She gets whatever's in that glass.
This is good though.
Thank you guys. This is we're hosting this, but this is you.
Cheers to you guys.
This is
you guys did this.
This is the whiskey community donating stuff for giveaway.
Yeah.
And this is the whiskey community showing up to donate for a cause.
Yeah.
So cheers to you.
Cheers. Nick, shout out to his wife, Whiskey Mountains, for tracking this amazing stream. Yes, Nick.
Adriana, we owe you.
Adriana,
big, you are busy. I'm imagining.
Yeah, Adriana, we owe you. We'll get you back.
Oh, I've already. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good there.
So, did you want to say something? I think you were in the middle of saying something.
Yeah.
And then.
So let me check some notes.
Okay. And then I've already had this other one.
Okay. What's your rating on this? I want to hit a really important point here in just a second. So what's your rating?
My rating is thumbs up, and I think it's allocated.
Okay.
I'm really stingy on my 2 thumbs up, by the way, in case you didn't know that.
Okay.
I'm getting better at it though.
I'm going to ask for a second, guys. I'm going to grab a tissue and step off camera and blow my nose. As big as this thing is, it doesn't smell very good anyways, but when it's a little stopped up from being emotional, but you don't want to see this. So I'm going to step over there and do this. Aaron's going to check chat real quick, and then I'm going to get into what's in this glass.
Let's see. What do we have going on in chat? Oh, my mouse is dead. Okay. I
got a trumpet on me, y'all.
Dwayne says, in my best Matt Porter voice, friggin' love you guys. 11K, what?
No way.
Greg Johnson just said that.
No.
Yeah. Wow, you guys
are bananas.
Blowing my mind.
And we're back.
Where Ben said that's the power of this community. Great job, all. Yes, that is the power of this community.
All right. So is this allocated? If it's really special, we should know like that, right? I shouldn't have to spend 5 minutes trying to figure out the glass if it's something really special, right?
You spend 5 minutes figuring out everything.
I know I do because I overthink everything, but I should be able to just taste it. And if it's allocated something really special, it should blow my hair.
I mean, in theory, that's what you would think.
On the nose.
Okay.
It's really sweet. It's really nice, like just a really fruity sweetness.
My nose is running.
Really bright fruity sweetness. It's nice on the nose. Palate.
Jim Brady
You do think it's allocated?
Yeah, Jim Brady, hold on, just said that light up where did it go? Let's light up this terrible darkness. Yeah.
Amen.
Preach.
That's it right there, man.
Preach it.
That is it. Because let me say something about that. That's a really good point. So it is a darkness and you do have to light it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't illuminate the issue, then you can't help but fix it.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
There was an anonymous 1K donation. You guys, you're going to make me cry and I don't cry.
Unreal.
We joke that, what did you say?
That you're dead inside.
I'm dead inside. No, I'm just working through some emotional stuff. Okay. It's fine.
Greg Johnson says, let's not stop at 11K. this is all going to people who need help.
We can keep going. If you guys are willing, we're here.
Every little bit helps.
We're here. We're here for another hour before we close the donations, and then we give away
an hour and 5 minutes.
An hour and 5 minutes.
We got an hour till last call.
An hour.
And we're about to get into the really fun stuff here.
Yeah. The heavy stuff is ending, but you did want
the heavy stuff is done, and we really do try to focus on positivity.
Yeah.
But
and I think we needed to get to that so we could get to the positivity.
But hang on, time out. I say that like what we just talked about wasn't positivity, okay? That's old school thinking. That's that mentality that it's not okay to talk about this stuff.
That's true.
Okay? That's ingrained in me. So what we just did, talking about that, takes way more courage and bravery to face your own stuff and get yourself right, to heal, and then use your story. If you can find a place, and it's a process, let me tell you, I couldn't have done this 5 years ago. It would be like a therapy session. I couldn't speak to hope and help. I couldn't speak to the things I've been through and the things that I deal with in a positive light.
So you need to say this in a British accent, love.
Say what in a British accent?
Anything you want to say in a British accent.
Oh, goodness.
Josh,
I don't even know how to talk in a British accent.
She's really bad at accents.
But like just to be able to discuss this is a good thing. And you can flip this whole old school thinking. I'm from Tennessee. I'm from Nashville. So you can flip this narrative on its head. And it's almost like your kryptonite becomes your superpower.
Yeah. You told me that today in the car. And that's so true.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen in your life.
I meant to write it down and I forgot. And I'm so glad I remembered.
Yeah.
Because it is.
What was
my kryptonite has become my superpower.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm anything special. Like I'm just a guy who is struggling through, and we'll even talk about, just for funsies, we can talk a little bit about how I personally deal with anxiety. And we can talk about how that manifests itself in my life and what you have to deal with, and maybe somebody else that's dealing with anxiety, and maybe chat can let us know if you're in chat and you deal with anxiety, if we can not have we want to be tactful. It's a very heavy conversation, but if you can speak to, especially if you can speak to any like overcoming, I swear, like I was so lucky, just the grace of God and guardian angels in my life. I had some adults who insulated me as much as possible, to the point of even flat out lying to me about some of the things that were going on with the other adults in my life, particularly my mom. And there's a lot to unpack there, but yeah, it's hang on. Adriana said, can Whiskey Nose add a bottle to the giveaway? Yes. Yes. Whiskey Nose, you can add a bottle. We have a finalized list, but if you want to comment, I'll write it in. All you got to do, I'll get you the information for the winner when we do the giveaway, and you can just ship it direct. You can hand deliver
the winnings
to the winner. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Adriana said she's going to add it to the list.
Yeah. Scott Pigsley said 2020 and 2021 have been a ball of anxiety. I don't know how it can't be for us guys.
Yeah.
It's not just what's going on, but it's the narratives that are tied to it
constantly
and we're not going down that road.
Yeah.
We're not delving into that. This isn't that space.
But you're right.
Because this stuff unites. This stuff unites. And this is a perfect segue. So you said allocated.
I think it's allocated.
Hang on, because this is a perfect segue. I'm saying this is available. I think this is 1920.
Okay.
Old Forester 1920. Old Forester 1920.
Hey, you were right. Go, Josh.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day. All right. So I got one right. Old Forester 1920.
Nice.
Let's put that.
So that's available?
That's very available.
Okay.
$60.
I don't know.
$60. Great product.
I need a pretzel.
That's really good. Again, Maker's Mark FAE02. I'm good. Maker's Mark FAE02. Thank you. And Old Forester 1920. Both of those products, $60 for Old Forester 1920. FAE02 is a little more limited, but still wide distribution in your market.
It's really good.
$70. It might get marked up a little bit. They're both really good, and they both came very close to getting me say that they're allocated on the pallet.
They're really good.
So let's grab another one. Bring it in.
All right. I need to finish chewing my pretzels, though. You go first this time.
Scott was talking about, Scott Pigsley was talking about 2020 and 2021. And I said that whiskey unites. Like, I don't remember the transition there. I can get a little scattered sometimes, so bear with me here. But I have in my notes, like, this is a little bit of a cue from your mom. Like, what do we know to be true?
My mom says that.
And she says it in the context of interpersonal relationships. But I want to adapt your mom saying to the human condition. Okay. The human condition is something that we all have.
Yeah.
And the human condition.
If you're human, you have a condition.
Yeah. And
sorry.
And the human condition is that we are capable of immense joy and immense happiness and gratitude and grace and love and empathy. But the human condition is also that there is an equal and opposite reaction to all of that can be really difficult to deal with. And again, even if it's not you and you're having someone that you're dealing with this with, it's heavy. But as much as a lot of current forces are seemingly trying to divide us all into these little groups and want to get us arguing with each other, I do truly believe that we all want the same basic things for ourselves and for our loved ones. We want happiness. We want love. We want acceptance. And if you think, I was thinking about this today, getting ready for this, and I was thinking about high school, and I was thinking about all the times where I was bullied, and I was thinking to, like, you know, those people who were doing that, they were doing it because they were in pain, and they were doing it because they were just trying to find some level of acceptance. They were trying to get a grasp on their stuff. And
bullying you made them feel accepted in their peer group. Probably.
Right. Yeah. But it didn't fix what they were dealing with. No,
but it gave them some sort of feeling
for a minute. And that was their level of control. Like, having control over bullying someone else let them feel powerful and in control. And for me, I feel in control when I'm in control. So I want to be in control. So you can speak to this, but like, I plan everything out and I'm very thorough and methodical, but then sometimes I get overwhelmed and then I completely shut down and can't do things, you know? And that's how I grasp at control. But we all just want to be accepted.
We do.
You know? And the things that, you know, people identify themselves with, and I think that's why the whiskey community is so great, because we all find some level of acceptance in this, and it brings
there's a commonality because we're talking all about the same thing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where you're from, what you do, like anything. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just like we're all here together doing this thing.
We are doing this thing called life.
Doing this thing
just
called
living,
life.
just trying to live.
And some of the coolest people we've met because of this. Like,
and we all just, I mean, everybody. And I heard this a while back because I can get really perfectionistic, and I'm extremely hard on myself. And when I'm in a really unhealthy space, that comes out, and then I become extremely hard on other people. And like I said, I've really hurt some people that way. But when what am I trying to say here?
I'm not sure.
I'm really hard on myself, but I've learned to give myself the grace to mess up. Even in this moment right now, I am in my mind freaking out a little bit because I can't find the words, and I'm worried about that.
Drink some whiskey.
But I have to give myself the grace to be a human being.
Yeah.
And to mess up and to realize that it's okay, and that I'm not going to not be accepted because I couldn't get a single thought out in a live stream.
Yeah.
You know? Even as one as important as this, like, it'd be a little bit different if it was one of our regulars and we're just goofing off. But you know, this one is a little bit more important to me.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bothered by the fact that I kind of lost my train of thought there. But
it'll come back.
You know, we've been talking a lot. I do want to real quickly restate. Check the video description below. You can find all the ways to enter into this giveaway. You can find the link to donate for the charity cause at hand. which is an amazing charity that helps people directly with the funds that they receive.
Yep.
They are 100% financially transparent, 501(c). You know, it's the whole thing is amazing, and the money goes straight into GoFundMe and straight to Write Love on Her Arms.
Yep.
So we're looking forward to getting some really, really fun whiskey in you guys' hands as a result of this. I'm a whiskey nerd, bona fide.
Yeah.
And I know this is a good giveaway because I so wish I could enter it. Yeah.
He said that so many times this week. He's like, oh man, I wish I could enter this.
Yeah. So before we get into this next section, I do want to say, check below what I also added at the last minute, because at first I just wanted to be the information on this. But if you're watching this and you're hearing us talk about these things, and if you personally are grappling with something, or there's somebody in your life that needs help, and man, I need to speak to that right now. Okay. If you got somebody in your life that needs help, but they don't want help, you, from a healthy place, you can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves. You can want it more for them than they want it for themselves, but you can't force somebody into this. Yeah. But I think if you approach someone who is struggling with empathy and compassion and grace and love, and you can speak to them on that level, then you can inspire them, you know? And
it may take some time. It might
not be overnight.
It might not be overnight, but I think you just being there for them and letting them know that you are there. Yeah. You can affect them, and maybe they'll get help if you offer that to them.
Yeah. So. And if you're struggling, check the video description below. And I have it in like all caps because that pops out in the description. And it says something like, to find hope and help, or do you need hope and help? And it's To Write Love on Her Arms, the acronym, TWLOHA.com/find-help. Or it's something like that. Check below. But they have the National Suicide Hotline on there. I need to check my phone real quick because there's a resource that I really want you guys to know about. It's called BetterHelp. It is.
Oh yeah, it's an app, right?
It's an app you can text, and this is anonymous. You don't have to be face to face with somebody. You don't have to go out of your way. You can do it from the comfort of your own home, even on a work break if you need to. But you can talk with counselors. I said the suicide prevention hotline. To Write Love has a tool on there to find help in your local area.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. And I'm telling you guys, like, for me personally, therapy is amazing. Like, I love to think things through and overthink things through. So to be able to sit down with a therapist and just get going is amazing to me, because it's like, I mean, you're just unpacking everything. Yeah. And you leave, and it's just, sometimes you can feel drained, but man, sometimes you walk out of there with a huge weight lifted off your back. And again, it's a process, and you got to find the right fit, but they can connect you with counselors. Yeah. And it's a great, great tool down there. So check that out. I have a note. Make sure to mention what professional help is available. So it's down there, and as well as all the giveaway details and the whole 9 yards. So that's the bulk of what we had to talk about. Now we can really have more fun. What was your rating on this?
Thumbs up. I think it's allocated.
You think it's
allocated?
I'm
just going to say that for everyone, and I'll be right half the time.
Let's keep score. Oh, let's keep score, guys.
No, I don't want to keep score.
Yeah. No. We're keeping score.
Because I'm going to lose. I always lose these things.
All right. So the first one, what was the first one? Maker's Mark.
It was Maker's Mark.
I was wrong about that. You were right.
Wrong. No, I thought it was allocated, didn't I?
No, I think you said it was available. No, I think we.
What did I say, guys? Do you remember? Because I forget.
Yeah, can chat help us? Somebody have a better memory than we do? Old Forester, I said was available, and I was right. And you said it was allocated.
I did.
And that was incorrect.
That was incorrect.
I'm not gonna say you were wrong, but I
did win the showcase with ADHD whiskey. Yeah. Only by default because Josh chose poorly. But yes, I did win that. So I'll take those winnings.
Oh, I think this is allocated for sure. It immediately hits me.
Yeah.
You said allocated?
Yeah.
I almost marked us both correct on that. That's probably hang on. That's probably the William LaRue Weller. I want another sip of it first though.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. Wow. That is just like some straight up like cherry oak bomb blast.
Yeah.
That is good. I will say, hey, Jim Brady, I will say that whatever's in this glass is better than the Dickel Tabasco.
Oh my gosh. That stuff was
I'm pretty sure this
nasty.
is William LaRue Weller. When we're set.
It's good, whatever it is. Let me see. Let me check the
2018 William LaRue Weller.
Bell Me Tequila.
No way.
Unless you marked this wrong.
I did not. 100% did not.
I would never have guessed.
Now I get it on the back end.
It didn't smell like a summer vacation. I wanted it to taste like a summer vacation.
That is so. Bell Mead, guys, if you haven't tried any of the Bell Mead finished products, they do well. We both were wrong. Well, Bell Mead tequila is allocated, but that was a curveball. It doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
It was specifically in there to mess us up.
Okay.
See,
wow.
Now that I'm sitting still and letting my brain process what's happening on my palate, I'm getting that note. Like
that's what you're supposed to get.
Yeah,
now
but
you know you're supposed to get
that wildness that hit me, I thought was the extra proof. If Jacob is in chat, let us know what the proof is on this Bell Mead tequila cask finished.
Scott asked if your palate has recovered from the Dickel Tabasco.
It might not have. I just thought Bell Mead Tabasco or Bell Mead. Let's see a Bell Mead Tabasco. I'm sure they might be able to do a better job than Dickel.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
but
Tim said we're at 11,925.
That's unreal. I got distracted by that.
Wow, you guys.
This is actually really. I wasn't going to say anything about this, but we want this to be an annual event.
Oh, and I know where you're going. Josh is a dreamer, and I love that about him. And you're about to hear some of his dreams right now.
I like to dream big.
I love it.
So there's a lot of charity stuff that's going on all the time in the world, period. And this is something that really matters a lot to us for obvious reasons. And we want to do this every October because October 10th is Mental Health Awareness Day or World Mental Health Day. And September, which is kind of when we started promoting this, we started planning it back. As soon as the channel started growing
in August,
we're like, oh, you guys are going to watch? Well, you about to
watch this.
Yeah, watch this. We're about to do some good. We're sipping, I say we're a couple of chuckleheads sipping whiskey. Well, one chucklehead and one beautiful lady.
Yeah, I'll take
that.
It's fine.
You're not going to give us this platform and not get this.
As long as you're watching, we're going to be doing this. Yeah, so every October, that's the plan.
So get used to it. And I have a pie. I didn't think this was possible, but you guys are kind of making me think twice about it. I don't know that we'll be doing this channel in 10 years. I don't know what we'll be doing in 10 years because my life 10 years ago, again, I said I didn't know if waking up the next day was the right thing or not.
Yeah.
So a lot can change in 10 years, but we're gonna be at this for a long time. We don't have any plans of stopping this.
Yeah.
And when we were putting this together, once I worked through all the self-doubt about talking about this and how it might be received and if it might be viewed as self-promotion, and because this isn't about us, guys, this is about you. And I was just like, once I put all that stuff aside and said, you had to tell me, you're like, hey, we're doing a good thing. Yeah. Stop doubting yourself. Stop questioning yourself. Stop thinking this isn't. And I said, I would love for the length of this channel, however long it runs, if we do this every year for 10 years, I would love to raise $100,000 to make a real difference in other people's lives.
Yeah.
And I even think 2 years ago, prior to starting this channel, the thoughts had run through my head, like, if I die, like, I know you would be sad. And I know that there would be loved ones in my life that would be sad, but I don't think I've made a stamp on the world in any kind of way. And if this could be like, we started this as a creative project together because we just like spending time together and drinking whiskey together. Yeah. And we're sitting around and so the genesis of the channel is that we're sitting around and we're sipping whiskey and we're talking about creative projects we can do together because we're both former photographers and we have so much fun doing that together, but we don't want to do it professionally anymore. And so we both went down different career paths and we're sipping whiskey and we're talking and we're having all these talks like this, honestly, like we're having right now.
Yeah.
We talk about this stuff on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And
it goes from like double blind head to head to literally serious stuff to talking to my sister about boy problems. Yeah. And it's just,
and we're like, what, like, what could we do? And then we're like, why don't we just film this? Like, why don't we just, and we don't like being in front of the camera, but with these double blind tastings, we think we are bringing something of value to people. And so there was a little bit of a cause there, and shout out to my good friend Justin Wiley, who is a cinematographer, videographer, who taught us video. We literally don't have a clue what we're doing, guys.
We barely do now.
Yeah, and we're not seasoned whiskey I've been drinking whiskey since high school. I went to college in Kentucky.
You shouldn't say that.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't even have a. No, sorry, that was actually a slip up for real. Like I was.
Yeah, you were one of those good boys.
I was dealing with too much other stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't drink until I was 21. Till I was going to college in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I actually lived at home, went to a local school here outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and then for my junior year, I transferred to Western Kentucky, and now I'm 21 years old in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and it's either Keystone Lights or it's bourbon.
Yeah.
So I've been drinking bourbon since I was 21, and it was the early 2000s. So yeah. And I'm still not a seasoned whiskey taster.
Yeah.
So it's for fun. It's for sharing. I say all the time, I'd rather share a mediocre bottle of whiskey with an amazing person, some amazing company, than I would share an amazing bottle of whiskey with mediocre company.
Yep. Agreed.
Jason from the Mash and Drum, he says it's not about the whiskey, but the people you share it with, which is the perfect tagline.
It's so true.
I love that so much. It's amazing. It's this stuff is amazing, and this community is amazing.
Yep.
And I'm lost now. Like when I got into feel good mode there.
I can't remember where you were going. We were adding up our scores.
We were adding up our stores and scores. Did anyone ever remember what happened with Glass 1? I'm sure we were both wrong.
Oh, probably. I'll look. Adriana just said 45 minutes till the giveaway last call. So get in now, guys.
Get in, guys, down in the video description below. Or if you don't want to click through in that, you just want to open a different browser or get on your phone. If you're familiar with Bitly, the short links, it's bit.ly/hope and help 2021. Did I ever get around to my number? If we're doing this for 10 years, I lost a plot.
Yeah, you said $100,000.
I want $100,000. I want to change lives.
Yeah.
I want to have a lot of fun with my wife, and I want to have a lot of fun with you guys. And that's what I want to do 11 months out of the year. But 1 month out of the year, you guys are going to get this. And if we can raise $100,000 and every single year put mental health on everyone's radar,
that's awesome.
I can't think of anything better.
Yeah. Tim said that my sister needs to hit up Aiden. She won't have boy problems from him. If Aiden wants to move to Central Illinois, we
scroll
can
down.
talk.
Let's find out if we were wrong or not on the first glass.
I don't know.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think I said that it was.
You're gonna win. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with you winning.
All right, let's start keeping score now. You got that one wrong, right? Let's start now when I'm up one ahead. Go ahead. Go on this glass.
Okay.
So for this last 40 minutes, we just really want to hang out with you guys here in chat and talk to you a little bit. And let's get really positive. So we're going to talk about self-care.
Oh, this is good.
We're going to talk about self-care. We're going to talk about what makes you happy and what brings you joy. And we're going to talk about what we can do for others. So, because those are all things that matter.
Tracy said I did not think it was allocated. And I gave it one.
That's true. You did give it one thumbs up. And it was FAO 1. So I would,
FAO 2.
FAO 2, sorry. And it's a limited release, but it's not really allocated. So I'm going to give you a point for that.
Thank you.
And I think I said it wasn't allocated too. So I'm going to give myself a point for that too. All right. Are we on 3 now?
Yeah.
Wait, we have 4. We have Bellmead Tequila. Cask finish.
But that doesn't count. Remember? You said
that's right. It's a curveball. It's a curveball.
So this is really good. I want to say it's not allocated, but it's probably going to be allocated. But it's not very strong. So I'm going to say it's not allocated, but it gets a thumbs up.
Everything is reasonably close in proof point. The William LaRue Weller is a little on the high side. I think the Four Roses limited edition is a little on the low side, but in blinds, proof can come across really different because of a lot of reasons. So
it gets a thumbs up. It's really good. I don't think it's allocated.
The nose is extremely nice.
But it probably is allocated because I don't think it is. It probably is because I'm going to go with no, though. I'm going to go with available. That's my final answer.
That's 100% allocated. That is amazing.
Also, it's warm in our house.
Can you talk to what does self-care mean to you from a mental health standpoint?
You know what? This is going to sound super silly, but lately it's meant going on walks by myself.
And chat, let us know what self-care looks like to you from like and I'm not saying if you have depression or anxiety or anything like that. I'm saying like in general, when you feel out of it mentally, what does self-care look like to you? So put it in the chat, because then
let us know.
You might be giving someone else an idea that really resonates with them, and you with one comment in the chat could change somebody's life.
Yeah. So it used to be
it's like some butterfly effect stuff.
Watching television.
Yeah.
But that I've realized was my way to what do we call it? Disassociate or
disassociate.
Like not deal with things. Like if things got overwhelming, I would just watch TV. But I've started recently walking because it's starting to turn really nice here in Nashville. It's a little warm still, but going on walks by myself and either not listening to anything because I already have too much auditory stimulation, or maybe like listening to a book on tape or something.
Yeah.
Something pretty low key has been lately. It's been really, really good for my brain. Like even just this week, I had a really busy, stressful week at work, really good week.
Yeah.
But like a lot was getting done. And Thursday, I texted you and I was like, when you come home, I'm going on a walk. And you're like, 100% do it. Cause I was just tapped out.
Foster, I can't say this enough. As someone who really struggles to ask for help, period. I don't want help. I don't want compliments. I don't want the spotlight on me. I'm very uncomfortable in that scenario.
That's why I make you take compliments on camera.
And then I cut them out in editing.
But you can in a live stream, you handsome beast, you.
But I'm so distracted now. What was I saying?
Sorry, but I'm not sorry.
What was I saying?
I don't know. You don't ask for help.
I'm uncomfortable in that. But support, like foster good mental health in the people in your life, and learn, if you yourself learn to speak your needs and set boundaries. Like boundaries were something that was a completely foreign concept to me until 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, like set boundaries and help people in your life.
Yeah.
That goes such a long way.
Hold on, there. I saw this chat is insane.
Yeah,
playing drums.
We are not used to this.
Or seeing a live band always clears my head. Yes, I have talked to Josh about this. I used to love to go see like live shows. There's some really cool music venues here in Nashville, and contrary to popular belief, Nashville is not all country music. I don't like country music, and there's so much other music.
There is, yeah.
And I used to love to go see them. And now that things are maybe starting to open up again, I think we'll be putting some of that in our budget, because there's a few cool venues. I've seen some really cool shows. And
I saw that Aiden said listening to music, and that's a big one for me. Like I process a lot of, when I didn't know how to actually process my emotions in a very direct way, I did it a lot through music.
Yeah.
So like
is that why Tool is your favorite band?
Yeah, I'm a big Tool fan, and their music is very complex and very layered, and I can listen to it for a long time. And I really like the message behind some of their stuff. It's kind of like a we are one, growing as a human type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I like that. But I like everything from country to backpack hip hop to, my Spotify is all over the place. Real quick, you said available. I said allocated.
It's probably allocated.
But what's your final answer?
I'm gonna say available, but I'm probably wrong.
I'm gonna say allocated. Four Roses 130th.
It's allocated.
That's allocated. That is really good. That hit me immediately as something special. So shout out to Top Dog for this.
Yeah. I will say though, so far that wild card, that Bellmead Tequila, is probably my favorite so far. It was really good.
I think that Four Roses, but that Bellmead Tequila cask finish is a very close second. Bring in the next glass.
Here, I'm gonna see if we can catch up on chat. Making sure we're not missing things, because we've been really not paying attention. I'm sorry, you guys.
So let me Scott says self-care for me is shutting down everything and resetting my baseline. So
that's good.
Earlier on I said I can get really overwhelmed. I'll be totally honest with you guys. Like there was a period of time where I lived in the house with quite a few other people in my life, and I spent an entire year wearing earplugs and trying to avoid all the noise because it was just too much. It was overload for me. In my high school days, when I was dealing with some really heavy stuff because of the death of my mom, like I spent an entire year in the dark in my room. Like I just locked myself in my room, and I had a little lamp on, and like I just couldn't be around things. No, it was a black light.
Oh, that checks out.
Yeah.
I used to want a black light.
Yeah. And I used to want a lava lamp. Funny enough.
I never had a lava lamp either.
But it's, you know, to me now what self-care looks like, and I'd like, because anxiety is my thing, I'd like to talk a little bit about what that looks like. So if you're a normal person, which nobody's normal, by the way.
Nobody's normal.
Nobody has it figured out.
Nope.
Nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody knows what they're talking about.
Nope.
We're all just trying to find our way in this crazy thing called life.
Yep.
Okay. So, and if you see somebody that you think has it figured out, they don't. They're a human being just like you, who's struggling with things just like you. And if you see somebody who swears they have it figured out and they tell you they have it figured out, then they're probably dealing with some really heavy stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm
going to show
see
Dustin's
that.
comment.
Feel some grace and empathy for people can go such a long way. That's in
good.
my notes. Like, what can we do for others? There's that saying. Oh, sorry. Go ahead and show.
I'm just showing Dustin's comment because I think it's really good.
Actually,
self-care in the kitchen. Love recreating meals from my favorite memories. There's
I like that too.
Like memories and meals, memories and smells. That's a real thing.
Did you try this?
I don't remember.
Feel level wise, you have not tried this.
Okay.
So I can with Dwayne Goolsby says 46 and 2. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is that?
And Numa. It's a pardon me, whiskey. It is a Tool song about becoming advancing.
Okay.
Being better. So for me with anxiety, if you're a normal person and you know when you hit that fight or flight feeling, you know, like something happens and you're like, I feel that almost all the time. Like it's hard for us to hold hands a lot, like interlock fingers, because I start squeezing her.
Yeah.
And when I'm sitting on a couch and we're relaxing and watching TV, I find myself pressing my feet into the ground. Like my body is kind of always in this stressed out, hyper vigilant stress response.
Yeah. Your muscles are already tense.
I'm always tense all the time. And when it spills out, it starts looking very frantic. Like I start getting a little bit scattered and a little bit all over the place and everything. So for me, what Scott said really, really resonated. Like it's slowing down. It's taking a deep breath. It's remembering to breathe.
Yeah.
You know, because like if you've ever had a panic attack, you know how hard breathing is. And I love the show This Is Us. And I really, if you watch This Is Us and you want to know more about my life,
Randall.
just watch Randall. Watch Randall. I feel like I'm watching my life happen outside of myself.
Yeah. Just slip this in here. Jonathan said,
what's your vote on this?
Just thumbs up, allocated. Just smoked ribs this evening and sipped some Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Nice.
I do love me some
Listen to
ECBP.
the birds and the neighbor cutting grass. Serenity can be found in any moment. I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, especially when the weather's nice. I think that's why I really liked going on walks lately, because it's
allocated. What'd you say?
Allocated.
Okay.
You can
This is really good.
I don't know. I just really have enjoyed being out in nature, and which is weird because as you see from my bronze, beautiful skin, I spend a lot of time outside, but it's really been nice lately to be outside.
I like her fair skin. But this isn't about us. So
yeah.
Had a moment with my wife there. Sorry, guys. Not sorry. I'm not apologizing for that. I'm not apologizing for loving my wife. I say this is allocated too. I'm gonna take another sip before I find out what it is. But
I would like one more sip too.
I really enjoy this.
It's really good. These have all been really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Comes in soft on the front of the palate, really swells up with a lot of spice on the mid palate, super oily, super coating. That might be the William LaRue Weller, because I'm getting like really oaky cherry notes on the backside.
Is that your guess?
Yeah, probably.
William LaRue Weller, 2018.
It hit me as soon as it swelled up on the palate like that and just coated everything.
It's good.
You left a drop. She left a drop in there.
Sorry.
By the way, I lied, guys. I said that we have not had any of these. Scott my buddy Scott gave me a sample of 2018 and 2020 William LaRue Weller, and he told me to blind them and see which one I like better. And I did, and it's 2018, hands down, is the better one. Hands down. So, yeah, that's the one I put in.
Year-long reading the Bible, Book of Psalms, to see a heart of King David, who was an imperfect man yet had a heart for God. I knew where his strength comes from. Also listening to music. Yeah.
Love that, man. Love every bit of that. So, wait, we were both right on that one.
Yep,
I gotta keep my score. We're getting so sidetracked.
I'm so bad at the comments.
Guys, YouTube is not. This ain't easy.
This is tricky.
Like
doing comments,
chat and all that, because we want to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
So self-care for me means slowing down, taking a deep breath. I hold so much tension in my body that I have to try to like manually release, like manually relax, like consciously let myself just chill and be.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, whiskey is good at that. Not from a sense of getting inebriated and all that stuff, but like, because I also have an issue with my phone and social media. So
yes, he does.
When we are hanging out at the end of a long day, and it's funny, I'm sitting here talking about like I get overwhelmed and all this stuff. Like I'm putting in like 75, 80-hour weeks right now between my job and the channel and other responsibilities and obligations we have that we volunteer for. So I got a lot on my plate and I have very little margin, but protecting what little margin I do have and being conscious of protecting that margin, and then making sure I have space each day to decompress at the front, first thing out of bed, decompress, and then right when at the end of the day, decompress, and try to fit something in midday too.
Yeah.
And I've tried the Headspace app where it's like a meditation thing, and that's really good. Although I'm a little older now, so if I get really still,
he falls asleep
for too long, I kind of fall asleep. I nod off a little bit.
That gets 1 thumbs up, and I don't think it's allocated. I think it's available.
Everything I've said that I thought was allocated, I gave 2 thumbs up. By the way, you're doing really good on keeping up with the thumbs. We have a thumb system on our channel.
Yeah.
But for me, yeah, it's relaxing. And it's taking it easy. It's making sure I keep my margin. I made some notes here too, like protect my margin, limiting social media. I don't have any push notifications turned on my phone. None. Absolutely none.
Except for Patreon.
Except for text and Patreon. But I don't, when it pings, I don't check it. I keep my phone on silent and I look at it when I have time to look at it. So if you're somebody that knows me or has my number and you wonder why in the world doesn't Josh text me back, or why doesn't he text me back 4 hours later? Like I know he saw, I'm going to start turning my read receipts on so people can actually know that I have not read your text yet. I just look, for me, I can't even. Is that the kids say that still?
I don't think so. Hold on. I'm going to say Kathy said that self-care for her is unplugging and sitting by the water, lake, stream, or waterfall.
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't have any of that stuff turned on because I need to engage with it when I have the ability to, when I have the wherewithal to engage with social media. And I'm barely on Facebook, only for Nashville Bourbon Social Club and group type stuff, very small reasons for that. And then I'm only on Instagram a very little bit. I love YouTube because YouTube pushes out good content. The algorithm works not to sell you things. You know, it's pushing good content. And then, and Patreon, our Patreon, but this isn't like, I didn't even want to mention that. Like you brought it up, but that's not for this.
That question?
Click it.
Oh, wait,
I can't see it because it's over there.
That wasn't what I meant.
Oh, the chat jumped.
The chat jumped. Jonathan asked what we do for a living outside of YouTube.
Okay, so this is also my favorite and my least favorite question. So, you answer.
Okay, well, hold on. I accidentally showed this one, but
you said allocated or not?
Not. I am in content marketing.
You have a communications degree.
I have a degree in communications.
She's the creative director for our YouTube channel.
Yes.
That's not what she does for a living, though.
No, I do a lot of writing. I'm basically doing writing, content creation in the writing form for a company.
In the healthcare space. And I'm so sorry. Guys, listen when your partner talks. You said available or allocated?
Available.
Okay, I'm saying available as well. It's rare breed. It's our yardstick bourbon. We call it our yardstick bourbon because it's $50. It's readily available.
It's good, but I can tell it was an available.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, we've had rare breed and some head-to-heads that you would think it didn't stack up too well against, and it's actually fared very well. But tonight, it was really, really good.
Yeah.
But coming off the heels of William LaRue Weller, it had a handicap against it, man.
All right, so what do you do outside of YouTube?
I'm a truck driver for UPS.
Josh is a truck driver.
Not the delivery driving. I drive tractor trailers, but I used to. So here's how I like to answer that question. I do tons of things. I do this YouTube channel. I've been so many things. I never knew what I wanted to be when I grow up. I still don't.
When I first met him, he was a hot to trot wedding photographer in the Nashville scene.
Oh my goodness, this is not about to turn into that.
He was in all the blogs and all the wedding magazines.
No.
Just saying.
We're not doing that.
I'm just saying. I'm allowed to say it.
The problem was I was my own boss, and I'm incredibly not kind to myself.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I had to bow out. Like, I needed to get away from that. Mm-hmm. That is something that society would look at as being successful. And I was no more miserable. I've never been more miserable in my life.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And I'm a horrible boss to myself. I'm a fantastic employee, but because I'm like, I want to do things right.
Yeah.
But when I'm the boss, I killed myself. Like, it was just a nonsense. That was a terrible choice of wording for the live stream that we're on right now.
Joseph said he's a truck driver too.
And Todd says he's worked at UPS. So Todd, I've maintained UPS employment. I started there when I started college.
Todd's been there 20 years. Josh is hitting his 19 years.
December 17th, 2001. So I'm coming up on 20 years now. I started there when I started college because of the tuition reimbursement stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I stayed for the health insurance while I pursued other things, working part-time. And then, I was doing photography, and I kept UPS for the insurance part-time. And I'd go, you got to go in one day a week. So I would go in there. And then I was, like I said, I was awful to myself.
Yeah.
For being my own boss, and I had to bow out. And I had a chance to go to feeders, which is tractor trailer driving. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny because I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. But what I love to do,
I don't think any of us do.
What I love to do is I like being alone. I love being with her more than anything, and I love hanging out with you guys
together alone pretty easily.
Yeah, and I love
alone together,
and I love hanging out with you guys virtually, and the people that we've met in person. I love hanging out with you. Like, you might think like, oh, they must like this, but like, words can't really express how much I like doing this with you guys.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry, Tim. Aaron must love men in uniforms. I do love a good UPS uniform.
She likes those short shorts.
I like the short shorts. Josh has nice legs.
I'm not blessed.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not blessed with much, but legs is one of them.
Josh has good legs.
But
which you will never know because he's under a counter.
And
Tim might because we're gonna meet Tim soon.
I'm also a cyclist, and so that helps the legs front. But I've done so many different things, but like what I am doesn't define me.
Correct.
When I was 15, 16, 17 years old, 18, 19, I was a car guy. I love driving around. I love listening to music.
We have 3 more to do, and we only
I get paid.
Minutes.
Well, we got an hour and 20 minutes because of the giveaway.
Okay.
So I'm doing what I love to do when I was a teenager. Drive around, listen to music.
Yeah.
I call my family. I catch up.
You talk to your family so much.
Yeah.
You listen to so many podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. And I do a lot of planning for this channel
He does.
while I'm driving.
You do.
And I do that, and then I run it by the creative director, and she tells me I don't like that idea, or she's like, that's a good idea, but we should maybe tweak it this way.
Yeah.
And she's not a whiskey nerd, so that hopefully grounds some of our content. But I don't want to talk about our content here.
Yeah.
But I actually like going to work. I have a job that I like going and doing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't define who I am. And our world, our society, not our world, but our society, the United States, it tells you that what you do is who you are.
Yeah.
And that's not true. Like, who you are is who you are, not what you do. You're a human being, not a human doing, you know? So you have intrinsic worth, even if you're not, doing whatever you want to do, or you don't think you're making a difference. Like, keep on plugging away. Yeah. Like, I'm a truck driver who edits YouTube videos, and
he was an awesome husband.
All
Just saying.
Moving on. Wait, did I have an answer on this?
I don't even know where we are anymore. We gotta focus, dude.
I'm having a lot of fun.
Wait. I'm saying
is that the rare breed? Oh, that's the rare breed.
Okay. I was like, I feel like
I was like, wow, that's really good.
Okay.
Is that, all right.
Okay. Let me.
That was good.
Are there any comments we need to?
Okay. Yeah. So we're like, guys, we're new. We only live stream once a month as well.
Yeah.
Because margin and mental health. So keeping up with chat is not our strong suit.
We're going to get better.
I don't know if other maybe, hopefully. Anything you do more of, you get better at.
Oh, this is good. But I don't know if it's allocated or not.
So real quick, we got I want to hit on 2 other things before we get out of here.
Okay.
We talked about self-care. There's been a lot of comments. I absolutely love it. What makes you happy? What brings you joy?
That's a tough one. That's like when you asked me on our first date what my passions were.
You know what one thing brings me joy?
What?
Chapstick.
Ooh, I love chapstick. Can I have some?
Burt's Bees in particular.
May I have some?
I was about to say something that was going to sound wildly inappropriate.
This is
I'm gonna hold that back.
This is really good. I don't. How many allocated have we had?
I don't. No.
Riddle me that?
Nope. I cannot. That is cheating, young woman.
Hold on. Here.
Hydration makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
I drink a lot of water.
Oh, Greg says food brings him joy. Yes.
Oh,
amazing food and drinks. Yeah. I agree.
Okay, that's actually a good point. So
I'm gonna say allocated.
Allocated. Enjoying good food
and good drinks with good people.
It can be whiskey. It can be kombucha. That's about it. That's about all I drink.
Coffee.
A lot of water. Coffee. Oh, yeah. So coffee in the morning, whiskey in the evenings,
water in between, and then on the weekend sometimes we'll splurge with a kombucha. Cooking
or going out to dinner with people that I care about, and having talks like this. That's what brings me joy. That's what brings me happiness.
Bayou Drem said, road trips with my family bring me joy. No destination necessary. Where we end up, we end up.
Oh, man, I love that.
That's cool.
I love that.
Note to self, get Aaron chapstick and coffee for Christmas.
It's Burt's Bees Ultra Medicated.
Well,
Ultra Moisturizing.
Inexperienced whiskey new guy. Normally I just bum Josh's chapstick because he always has it in his pocket.
Always. I'm never not without it.
When I'm not with Josh, I have chapstick in my car. I have chapstick in my purse. I have chapstick. When I worked at an office, I work from home now, but I have chapstick on my desk. But I do actually have chapstick downstairs on my desk. So I got some chapstick. Okay, what do you think? Have you tried it?
I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do the ADHD.
You're trying to do Matt Ford. Yeah, you can't do it. He's really good at it. I need.
You know what? And don't try to be anybody else. Just try to be you.
I'm gonna be me, but I do think he needs to give us a class on how he does it because he makes it look like he's barely holding it.
He did. Where were you at?
I was there, but I need more practice.
I'm gonna say this is not allocated. This is available. Did you say available?
I think I said available.
Right off the rip, it doesn't hit me. I like it less than the rare breed.
Yeah.
I like it a lot, but I also really like rare breed too.
Okay. So
we're totally off our thumbs.
I give it a thumbs up.
That's a weird saying.
I give it a thumbs up.
If you say like we're totally off our thumbs.
These all have gotten thumbs up. They're good. I don't feel like anything has ever like lately just blown my face off.
Available. This has a little bit of a sour note on the back end. It might actually be allocated and have some age on it, and that could be a little bit of bitterness from like a lot of oak creeping in. But I'm going to say that that's not what it is. I'm going to say that it's a little bit of a sour tinge.
Russell's 13 year. I'm assuming that's allocated.
So that's that medicinal cherry that I'm getting. That's what that is. I'm like, as I was looking, I was like, I'm tasting a Luden's cough drop.
Yep. Okay, so
we're both
we're about 15 minutes out.
I like this a lot
from last call, guys.
But I actually think I like the rare breed better. Yeah. So
15 minutes for the last call for donations to enter into the giveaway. Yeah, to start the giveaway.
And so
what are we at the giveaway right now, guys?
Can I speak to this real quick? So first off, we have a scientist running our giveaway. Okay, I'm going to run a randomizer on my phone, the same one we use for our double blind head-to-heads on our episodes. It prevents re-rolls, so the same number won't pop up twice. What was the other thing I was going to say? But if let's say you do $10 and you get 2 entries, right? So you're still with with that, you're still 2 entries. You can win if both of those numbers get drawn.
Yep.
The first number will get drawn, and then if the second number pops up, you'll also win for that. So you can win more than once. So
Bev Porter says spending time with her grandchildren brings her happiness.
I mean, absolutely, yeah. I don't have grandchildren, but I can imagine.
My mother would agree with you.
Yeah.
When my siblings started having kids, my mom, I was like, "You like your grandchildren more than you like us, didn't you? Don't you?" And she's like, "Yeah, kind of." Oh, we're at 12, 465. Oh my gosh, you guys!
Unreal, guys.
You guys are blowing me away. I cannot.
So what's going to happen here is, for every $5 you donate, you get an entry. Adriana at Whiskey Mountains, which is a fantastic channel. She's doing something that nobody else is doing, and it's absolutely amazing to watch. Pardon me, whiskey burps. But she's going to put together this list. Every $5 gets you an entry, and you go on a spreadsheet. And then before we start the giveaway at 10 o'clock Central Time, our time, it's cut off. And then she's going to randomize the entire list, which at $12,000 something for every $5.
She's got her work cut out.
It's going to be a lot of randomization.
We're really sorry, Adriana.
So we have to put a hard stop on it so that then she can randomize it. So that way your entries aren't just in a 1 block section. So we're going to randomize it. And then I'm going to run the randomizer from like number 1 to number something, whatever we hit. And then I'm just going to run the randomizer, and whoever hits on that, and I have a printed out list of everything we're giving away in order. And I do need to know what Whiskey Knows is adding. I missed that in the chat because we were right in the middle of talking about some stuff, but we're going to add that in, and then I'm going to run through and we're going to have 33 winners. And so if you want to get in, you can get in for as $5, get you an entry. The more you donate, the more entries you have, the more likelihood you have a chance to win at least one thing, if not multiple things. So, and even if you don't want to be entered in the giveaway and you just want to give to the charity, that's fine. Once the live stream ends, we're going to run a couple of backup numbers. Once the list is sorted and then randomized, we're going to actually post stream. I'm just going to, before I even look at the list, I'm going to run a randomizer and I'm going to get backups. Okay. And then we're going to contact everybody through the GoFundMe that wins, but you can also email us. We'll work on it. Like we've got this figured out. This has been months and months and months in the planning. So Weller Special Reserve from Whiskey Knows. So
Kilco Whiskey, 33 bottles. So you're saying there's a chance.
There is a chance.
I love that.
Let's put that.
Oh, did you see?
Let's put that right here.
Weller
Special Reserve.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, we're almost at 2,000 subscribers. I didn't even know that. Yeah, we're at 199. What?
Guys,
this is crazy.
You do not have to be subscribed.
Yeah, you don't.
This isn't about bolstering our subscriber
count. You don't have to subscribe.
I don't even know what our subscriber count is. I don't.
Subscriber count?
Subscriber count. I don't care.
Okay.
Like, we're just here to have fun.
Okay. So we're having fun. Can we do this one?
Yeah, let's get into that one.
Okay.
So we talked about what brings you joy. And Greg said food. Food, good food. Hanging out with people that I care about.
Oh, I saw Black Bourbon Family said a comment I wanted to.
Here, while you're looking, let me do this.
Okay.
Let's check chat. We really want to get in the chat, guys.
It's so far up now. It basically was like spending time together. There we go. Having a good night out brings us happiness, just enjoying each other. Yeah, I agree. I love it. Now, I've gotten a little like, oh my gosh, going out so expensive lately because we haven't gone out in a hot minute since recent times. But just going out and having a good time. Like my birthday's next month, and we're going to actually take a vacation for the first time since we've been married, which we've gone on trips together to visit family. But he and I have not gone on an actual vacation because our honeymoon got canceled because of COVID. So we're going to take our first vacation, and that will bring me joy. I know it.
Yeah. The last time I took a vacation was like an actual vacation. It was a working vacation, which this one kind of is too.
This one kind of is too.
We're going to visit friends who, we don't have to get into this, but we're going to go visit some friends. We're going to do a little bit of photography work. We're dusting off the old photo chops.
And we would only do it for friends, for close friends. Yeah, this is a very close friend.
These are good friends.
Yeah.
And we're going to go eat good food. and we're gonna
with some friends.
Yeah,
in a really pretty
and we're gonna
place.
have good drinks, and it's gonna be a good time, and we're gonna actually unwind and relax. And that's gonna be in November because Erin has a birthday coming up, and we're gonna do a birthday live stream for her.
Yeah,
I really
It's
do not.
It's a big birthday, you guys.
Do you want to say what it is?
It's my 40th birthday.
She said it.
So I don't care. Once you get a certain point, it's like whatever.
You gotta embrace it. Just own it.
I mean, so this is a big one, and I'm gonna enjoy it. It's fine.
So real quick, Burn Key said up way past my bedtime. Us too. Yep. Feel you.
Yeah.
Good night all. Get some rest. Take care of yourself. Amazing
Yes.
work, Erin and Josh.
Yes.
Thank you. Kimberly is a huge part of this giveaway. She's giving away some amazing bottles.
Yep.
And we'll deal with all that. We'll like connect everybody. It's going to be awesome. But there's like a Midwinter's Night Dram in there. There's a Four Roses like barrel strength pick in there.
Yeah.
A Russell's pick in there.
Wow.
Like there's so many good things in there. So Rare Bird's in the chat. He's giving away a signed book. David Jennings of
so cool.
American Spirit.
Yeah.
We're huge Wild Turkey fans.
Yes, we are.
Apparently, we like Rare Breed as much as Russell's 13. We like them both. They're just different for us.
Love me a good Rare Breed. Man.
But yeah, that's the fruit. It was a fruitiness. And the extra oak on the Russell's 13 kind of drifted me a little bit towards the sour side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a last sip on this one to decide.
Did I? Wait, I haven't had that one. Okay.
So we'd ask people to say what brings them joy for like on a mental health level. For me, it's that it's family, it's loved ones, it's good food, good whiskey. There are a lot of things that bring me joy. Sometimes I need alone time. You know, I need no input.
Yeah.
Or I need a set of headphones and some music and a good pour.
Oh my gosh, we broke 14,000.
Y'all wild. Y'all wild.
Y'all be crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
This is unreal.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Bev asked what day my birthday is. November 22nd.
Yep. And again, I really don't want to talk about our channel on this because it's not about us. We are hosting this event as a collective whiskey.
Well, this is all you
community.
guys.
Yeah.
You guys donated. You're giving money. You're giving bottles. You're like giving your time.
Yeah.
We're just literally just letting you come into our kitchen while you guys are all giving stuff. So
we're giving away a little bit in here too.
We have a few
and we'll get to that.
Flights in there. Yeah.
We'll get to that. But by and large, this would, if it was just us, this would not be this.
Yeah.
This is you guys. So, but we're going on a trip early. Typically, the first available weekend we have in a month is when we do our live stream. But because it's your birthday on the 22nd, we're going to do a live stream on the 21st.
On the 21st, which is my sister's birthday.
And we go on right after it's bourbon night, Chad and Sarah.
Yep.
So we're going to go on, and we're actually going to have two friends on who are from a different hobby space.
Yes.
And they are whiskey fans / whiskey curious.
Yes.
And
can we say what they do?
Yeah. So Kat and Catlin from @10and2 Media.
10 TENN, like Tennessee.
Like Tennessee, ANDTWO, and they're watch people. So
they're female.
Wristwatch
people. Two females in the wristwatch space.
So
they are really good friends of ours.
That's the whole thing. There's a whole overlap between whiskey and watches. And there's even a podcast called Whiskey and Watches.
Oh, really?
Yep. And it's like there's this whole back and forth.
Yeah.
If you like stories like whiskey has and all that stuff, then watches kind of fit in that same space too.
While you're talking, I'm just going to highlight some of these things that bring people joy.
Absolutely do that. So we're going to have them on, and we're going to go on. We're going to start in Tennessee where we live, and we're going to take them on a tour of whiskey.
Yep.
And find out what lane of whiskey
they
should pursue further. So we're going to start off in Tennessee with some Jack Daniels.
Yep.
And then we're going to go to Kentucky for some bourbon.
I hope they're not watching this because I don't want to spoil it for them.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun thing.
Yeah.
We're going to end with some scotch. It's going to be a great.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah. But that's going to be for your birthday. It's going to be a celebration.
Yep.
But again, like, we don't really care about being in a spotlight. Like, let's have some friends on and have a good time with people we like. So that brings us joy. So hopefully you've been watching the chat.
Josh, what's on your wrist?
It is Erin's old watch.
My old watch.
It's an Explorer reference 114270. This is the last big thing that happened, and we can talk about that offline. Email us at stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com, and I'll nerd out with you on watches. But this right here it was like a milestone type of thing before things kind of got crazy in this space. So
yeah,
very happy to have this. And it was hers first.
It
was.
true story.
Last call. It's 9:55. So you got
Ooh,
5 minutes to get
5 minutes,
your
guys.
donations in.
If you want some of this, good. You
God bless
donate.
Adriana for keeping up with these
Oh my
things at
gosh.
$14,215.
Oh
Unreal.
my gosh.
Do we have any more? Is that the last one?
Oh, we have one more.
What was this
Josh
one? What was
nerds
your
out
call?
on knives, right?
I do,
Not
yeah.
watches. Both and all.
There's very little I don't nerd out
Josh
on.
has many hobbies.
It's a problem.
Shoes.
That's a little bit of my I have a lot of OCD tendencies as well, and a little bit of hyper focusedness, and that manifests itself in hobbies.
Watches, shoes, whiskey, photography, cars.
What'd you say here?
Oh, I don't even know. Allocated? Thumbs up allocated.
No, it's available.
Thumbs up available.
You said available.
Okay.
I actually do think you said available. No, allocated. Yeah, you're right. Okay. you get the point. I don't.
Okay.
Oh, it comes down to this last line.
Oh my gosh! No pressure. No pressure. No pressure.
All right.
And this is good because we can finish this before we do the giveaway.
I've gotten 4 right. She's gotten 3 right. Tim Fain says, "Dude, I had a butterfly knife in high school, and I would do the things with it, and it was awesome. I loved it."
Jonathan asked what your favorite lens for photography.
Dude,
depends.
You can't. No.
Mine. No.
We've got 3 minutes before we shut down. We can't get into lens talk right now.
I'm just gonna say the 50L, Canon 50L.
That's a good one. I really like the Contax 80 f2.
Okay, you can't get into
I really love the Pentax 105 f2.4. You can't. I was a film photographer. I shot all my weddings on film. Yeah, it's no wonder I'm a bourbon nerd. I like that history.
If this makes my lips tingle, does that mean it's allocated?
I don't know. I don't even know where we're at on the count. So we're gonna get this in under. We're gonna actually finish the fun part, and we have pours for the giveaway section as well. So
I'm gonna say,
So I wish. Can I just say real quick,
Yeah.
as these last 3 minutes before we cap it? So I can't thank you guys enough for being here.
Yeah.
She has to put up with me. I know she can't thank you guys enough.
I get to put up with him. I know.
The generosity.
I just want to say this real quick. Josh is amazing. I know he's kind of downplayed himself tonight.
Don't you start that.
But
Not here. No, please.
I'm allowed. I'm going to the end.
Scott Tilton, I'm with you, bro. That's a great choice. That is a great choice. I'm a huge Speedmaster
Omega?
fan. I've had 2,
Yeah.
and
we just saw.
had to sell mine. I had to sell one of mine to. Well, I traded. I'm Speedmasterless right now because I had to let it go for this. But you can have almost anything. You can have almost anything you want. You just can't have everything you want. You got to be selective.
Yeah. Don't they have an
applies to
Omega in the
whiskey
new
too.
James Bond movie we just saw?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna say.
Major lips tingle.
This is for the tie. This is a big deal. I'm going to say available.
I won't guess on this one.
I'm saying available. It's good. I give it a thumbs up, but I'm saying it's available.
I'm not going to count my point. On the nose, I say it's allocated. That nose is rich.
It's good.
Super sweet.
They've all been
super
good,
fruity.
but I've been distracted.
It is jumping out of the glass.
Ooh, it's still burning. I'm saying allocated. I'm changing.
Okay, she's changing. Okay,
I'm
that's
changing
fair.
because it's warm.
So it's a wash. So I win.
Josh, it's fine. You were gonna win anyway. So Aaron's a big deal. I don't know. Thanks, Greg.
On the nose, I would say allocated. On the palate, I would say
available
at first.
But then it's really
it does linger. It does linger quite a bit. Where'd the list go? It's literally right in front of us. And the one thing we haven't picked is a Nashville Barrel Company 5-year MGP bourbon.
It's available.
So it's available in our market because it's Nashville, but you can go to Seelbox, SEEL. I'm going to spell it again. www.SEEL.
So it's Seelbox, not Seelbox.
BACHS.com, and you can have it shipped to you. If you're a nerd about whiskey, there is no way in the world you would believe this is 5 years old.
Yeah,
MGP.
It doesn't taste 5 years old.
It is so much more dark and rich than that.
It's 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. So, all right.
Well, let's find out what this is.
Is it by the atomic clock? I want to be fair. All right. That's it, guys. Did we do last call?
We said 15
Should we finish
minutes.
this?
finish this.
All right. Hey, if you want to put, we're going to say it out loud. If you want to put a donation in, get it in right now. Right now.
Yeah. Did we hit 15,000?
This is your last chance. Let's get to 15,000.
Yeah.
Somebody said 15,000. I don't even know what we're at.
That's a question.
Let's get there.
Yeah.
Let's get to 15.
Okay. Right now. Yeah.
Let's get to like 15,300.
1503?
15,300 because of processing fees, like the 2.2% credit card fee. Let's send $15,000 to help and hope for people in desperate need.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh, we're not gonna 14,325. That's amazing, anyways.
Yeah,
that's a win.
Holy crap,
guys! I literally said if we didn't raise any money whatsoever, and we were able to just get on here and talk about it, and people tuned in, that would be a major win.
Yeah.
So we both said allocated.
No, I said available.
Available, and it's a natural. So we tied.
Oh,
wait, did I say available?
You can win. I'll let you win.
No, we tied.
I'm fine with winning.
It doesn't matter.
With you winning.
We had a lot of fun drinking whiskey together and with you guys, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So let's push that to the side. We're gonna have some fun pours for the giveaway section. So.
Yes, we are. I'm very excited about the pours for the giveaway section because what we're having.
My goodness, guys!
What I asked you to give us, I've never had before, and I know it's a very highly sought after.
We've got one for Aaron, one for me.
I'm gonna have some pretzels.
Kira Collins is in chat. Today's letter of the day. I don't even know what that is, but Kira Collins of Shelf Turds, amazing.
Aaron for the win. I wish, JG. I never win.
My goodness.
I always lose.
I love seeing you guys in here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sincerely and from the absolute bottom of my heart.
Scott says there's no winners or losers in whiskey.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So we're going to...
Let's go.
We're going to cap it. I'm going to set... Hey, Siri. Set a 60-second timer. Go to bit.ly/hopeandhelp2021 and donate. This is it. This is the last. This is true last call.
Okay.
This is like when you're at the bar and they're like, last call was 5 minutes ago, bro. You cannot get another drink. And we're like, come on.
Adriana's going to kill us.
Come on. No, we're going to have to. We got to get our ducks in a row on our end, too, to start the giveaway.
Okay.
So when this timer goes off, that's it, guys. We're capped. Okay. So,
all right.
My longtime friend Andy Stacy is in the chat. I've been seeing you comment, man.
No winners or losers, but Aaron won. Thank you, Patrick.
But she's got to put up with me. Did she though?
No, I get.
But did she though?
I get to. It is a privilege.
All right.
I volunteered as tribute.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there's a little bit of video lag.
Ooh, that's stress-inducing.
Apologies for headphone users. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Let's put some good whiskey into you.
Or into your hands.
Or that.
How about that?
It'll eventually end up in you.
You want to grab the thing?
All right.
The list?
We got our giveaway list. So,
okay.
First things first, we're going to mess with you guys. Oh. So, we can't do anything yet.
Tim, I see your comment, Tim. Thank you. I appreciate
we need Adriana, once she gets a total
tally, we're gonna give her some time.
She's gonna give us a number. And just in the interest of full disclosure, we use a platform called StreamYard for our streams. I don't even know what that means. We barely know what we're doing. We're photographers, guys.
We're not videographers.
We barely know what we're doing. So the fact that you helped us to be part of raising $14,000+ for mental health and to have this conversation is absolutely freaking incredible.
Yeah, I don't even know how to thank you. I don't even know where to begin.
It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense. You guys are awesome. And I wish we could all invite you all over to our house and physically have you here. Yeah.
While we're waiting on Adriana to get us a count, what are you sipping on tonight? Hit us in the chat what you're sipping on. We've obviously been all over the map. Okay, so the way this works is we have the public comments where we can see the live chat, and then we have a separate section where it's the private chat with anybody that's in the studio, which Adriana is, and we have 2,891 entries. So
wait, I think that's
a number. That's a number.
Oh, okay.
So so we're going to use this app. Is this? Oh, you can't see it on the screen. Let me darken that a little bit. It's too bright.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you just have to
This is
keep it away from the light. Turn it away from the light. Oh, I think the camera adjusted.
You know, it probably. Oh, it adjusted to the light.
Hold it. Make it stay.
Okay. Bear with us, guys.
Sorry.
I am not technology savvy.
It's fine.
I'm a Luddite.
I think you're good.
I think when I show it to the when it sees our key lights right there.
Oh,
so
you got problems. It's fine. It's fine. You're good.
So old.
You're good.
So
You're good.
old. That's not it either.
May I hold it? Does it help if I hold it? Probably not.
Will you guys trust us? Like, we'll tell you. Let me just turn off the auto exposure.
Okay.
So
let's talk about the first thing we've got.
Yep.
They're in order, okay?
The first 5 things we're giving away.
Our flights.
Yep.
We got some flights. So the first.
If you've watched our channel,
yes,
you know we love blind tastings.
We do. That is what we love to do.
What you're going to get, if you're one of the first 5 winners, is you're going to get a blind flight from us. I'm going to put these together, Whiskey Nerd style. I'm not going to tell you what's in there.
Nope.
There will come a key with it, and you can spoil your surprise if you're like Aaron and like your surprise is being spoiled.
It's true.
But if you want to taste through the flight of 3 to 5 pours and see if anything stands out to you as being particularly special, there's going to be a little bit of available things. There's going to be a little bit of allocated things. I can tell you right now, I'm going to contact you. We're going to be in conversation. I'm really looking forward to giving some people these flights. Somebody's getting George T. Stagg. Somebody's getting Old Fitzgerald 14-year Bottled and Bond Decanter Series. Somebody's getting High West Midwinter's Night's Dram. Somebody, like anything we actually own that is highly allocated
for you to get
and highly difficult to get your hands on.
Yeah.
We're going to put that in a flight with other really good stuff and some available products.
Yep.
And we're going to see if it knocks your socks off.
Yep.
See if you can spot the allocated product just like we were doing right here. So that's what we're going to do. While we're sipping this, courtesy of Top Dog, who has put this in the giveaway, we are going to have Pappy 20-year.
Which I've never had any Pappy. And that's all I've heard about is Pappy, 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 Pappy. So you've never had any Pappy. I've actually had the entire Pappy range except for Pappy 20. Okay.
And this is in the giveaway tonight. This is going to be the coup de grace.
So is that the last thing we're giving away?
And I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't even know what coup de grace means. I literally have no clue.
I
think I might have used it right.
I hope you used it correctly.
So we're going to sip on this for the first half of the giveaway, and then we're going to get into something for me in the second half of the giveaway.
Kilco Whiskey said, how do phones work? That's a good question.
I don't know how anything works.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we have our numbers. We're going to run this randomizer. I'm a little bit upset that I can't display in brightness.
Patrick said that would be 2,000 people in your house. Damn. Well, yeah.
We live in a small house.
I don't think there's 2,000 people in the chat, but yeah, that would be a lot of people for a house. So maybe we'd have to take you in batches if you all came to visit.
Small batches.
Small batches. Like small batch whiskey.
How's that?
Okay. I can see it. Yeah.
I turned off the automatic brightness adjustment.
Except it did. I think it auto adjusts after a period of time.
No.
So if you can show the number quickly, it's fine. You just have to show the number and then be done with it.
Okay. I really should have done this beforehand. Adriana's like, all right, let's get with it, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are our numbers? So I'm gonna put in 1 to 2,000.
2891. Wow. Can I smell this? Am I allowed?
Go at it.
Okay.
2,891. Okay. I'm going to check the settings and prevent rerolls and clear the history. So we're starting fresh.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll it 4 times first.
To kind of clear it out?
Yeah. Because I feel like randomizers tend to gravitate towards that mid-range, and I don't want it to do that.
But then you're not doing rerolls and you're counting out those mid-range people.
It's good. Trust me.
Okay.
So 3, 4, 5. So the first winner is number 989. And this is that light pink screen, which we know from our video editing is the worst to see. but it's number 989.
989. 989.
So Adriana is going to let us know in the private chat, which is a separate panel. So we're going to lose track of the live chat for a minute. She's going to let us know who the first winner of the first blind flight is. And we're just going to go 5 blind flights, like 3 blind mice.
Oh.
You know that 3 blind mice was the first play that I was in elementary school? I was one of the mouses. The mice. The mice. James Brady.
James Brady.
Heck yeah. So blind flight for James Brady.
I was in Hansel and Gretel in my school play in first grade.
Interesting.
I was Gretel.
That was my peak. I peaked as one. Like if you're a mice, if you're a mouse,
did you know
that's a premier role, right?
I did acting in like my teenage years.
We're learning things about each other right here on this live stream.
Community theater.
Second winner.
Wait, okay, so James Brady gets the first flight from us.
Second winner of the blind flight.
1477.
Number 1477. How in the world does that count
So should I write
high?
this down, or is Adriana keeping track?
Let's write it. I'll write it.
Okay.
Because I like using my pen. This is a Lamy.
Oh,
AL
Josh
Star.
is also into calligraphy pens.
Yeah,
or is that what that is?
Fountain pen.
Fountain pen. Okay, Adriana's keeping track because she's awesome. Thank you, Adriana.
We owe Adriana a flight as well, and she's getting one.
Her and her husband.
You getting this love.
I want to meet her and her husband really badly.
Okay, so spoiler alert, Pappy 20 on the nose is quite nice.
It's really good. And I'm going to say something.
This is super bright apple.
It's going to sound like it's
Super
offensive,
apple.
but it is not offensive. It kind of tastes like a Band-Aid, but I don't mean that in a bad way.
That older oak, yeah.
Yeah. I don't mean that in a bad way. Don't come at me. But it's
so
really
in the Pappy flight, which is going to be the last thing we give away, there's the Pappy 15 year, which I've had a Pappy 15, absolutely amazing. The Pappy 23 year, or the 20 year, and then the 23 year.
So
I had 15 with one of my dearest friends in the world,
mm-hmm.
who is an amazing human being, and we're going to have him. He was a bourbon broker,
mm-hmm.
and we're going to have him on and talk about the behind the scenes of the bourbon world soon on a live stream. And then 23 I had with my best friend in the world prior to a Tool concert in Memphis. So I'm hot. Like that's when you have these allocated whiskeys.
Yeah.
So number
1477.
477.
Come on down.
On the number 2 blind flight winner board.
Let's see what we got going on in the chat while we're figuring that out. Pappy is good. It's just not the best thing ever. It's good. I like it. Band-Aid on a rubber tire on a dirt road with grass clippings. JG, are you?
I don't get the grass clippings, but I got the rest.
I think he's.
It is. There's like a medicinalness.
I think he's making fun of my tasting notes,
No.
but in a very nice way.
No, I don't think he is.
I
think he's saying that's what it tastes like because that is what it tastes like.
Oh.
All right, let's click. We got one on the. Oh, we can see the note. Oh, this is so Whiskey Wiggle, Scott Robinson. Yes. All right,
Scott, you're getting a flight from us.
So Whiskey Wiggle is another YouTube channel. That's amazing. That's so awesome. We're gonna have so much fun with these blind flights, guys.
Yeah.
So
I think the point is you're gonna talk to everyone and kind of find out what their lane is, and then put together a flight based on your preferences.
Right. We actually, I do not want to self-promote. We have a Patreon tier for this where I actually speak with people and we talk about what you like. And I want to custom tailor these flights for you guys. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to insert the best whiskey that we possibly have with things that I think compare very comparably to it.
Yeah.
Compare comparably. Is that right?
Sure.
Next number.
All right.
1,412.
1412.
So the third blind flight. We're going to do our 5 blind flights. We're going to get our part of this completely out of the way. And then we're going to get into the community part because we want to really highlight you guys.
Yep. All right. Let's see what we got going on in chat. Back in the 1600s, they actually used the thin layers of malleable oak as bandages due to its antimicrobial qualities. Matt coming in with the knowledge.
Dropping some knowledge.
Dropping some knowledge bombs, man.
He's the world's top whiskey taster. He's the land's prettiest lawn pourer.
He's also really nice.
He's a magnificent human being.
Yeah.
He's a gem in the whiskey tube space.
On his live stream, and he's just such a nice human. I love nice humans.
I feel like Matt has an alternate channel called Matt Knows Things.
He should. If he doesn't, he should.
And it has like 18 million thousand
You
100
should.
billion subscribers. Let's go to the private chat. We got it.
Oh,
So
okay.
next winner
is Scott Tilton.
Yeah, Scott Tilton. Scots are okay. If your
Huh.
name is Scott, the odds are ever in your favor, my friends. Can I just say, this is so fun giving stuff away to people.
Mm-hmm.
This is really okay. Next flight. Sorry,
we got 2 more flights.
This
from
is
us,
a blast,
and then we got
guys.
other stuff. 572.
572 for the 4th blind flight.
This is really good. Is this all the sample?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna slow down then.
Yeah. We have a lot of giveaways to do. So pace yourself on the Pappy, because pace yourself on the Pappy is not something I thought I would say when I woke up this morning.
I'm gonna have a couple pretzels.
Okay, so real quick, if you're wondering about Pappy 20, private chat, Adriana.
Okay. Doug Christoph.
Doug.
Christo?
We started and stopped on the last name. But Doug, you got it, man. I'm writing this down. I know Adriana's keeping track of this as well, but I want to keep track too. Not that I don't trust Adriana. I implicitly.
Oh my gosh. She probably has better record keeping skills.
I would like, let me know. Like, whatever I have, I'll trust her with that. I'm just writing it down. I don't know why.
All right.
Let's
the last
I guess
flight?
for ease, because then she doesn't have to communicate with us what it is. Last blind flight.
Yep.
1,325.
1325.
Guys, I'm so sorry about this light pink screen. We know from our double blind head-to-heads that when that screen pops up, it's really hard to see. That's the app we have. We should find a new app that doesn't change the screen color every time we run it.
Yep.
Behind the scenes channel stuff here.
Matt is a Google whiskey, basically. Yes. Big money, big money, big money. Ben said that.
Big bucks, no whammies. Big bucks. Did anybody watch that?
Oh, is that which show is
Big
that?
Bucks, No Whammies.
Which game show?
What was it called? I don't know the real name of it. Everybody just knew Big Bucks, No Whammies. Private chat. The winner of the 5th flight is Michael
DeWitt.
That's another tough last name.
I'm
You say that.
I'm so sorry, you guys, if I'm butchering your last name.
It's Delwich.
Delwich?
Yeah. Like a deli sandwich put together. And he's probably heard that before.
Please forgive
me. And I mean that
me.
the best way possible, because we freaking love deli sandwiches.
Oh my gosh. Egg salad sandwich?
Give me a Reuben all day long.
Egg salad sandwich. Reuben's good.
No.
But you don't even get the kraut on it. That's not a Reuben if you don't get the kraut.
We're lucky enough to live in Nashville. Blessed to live in Nashville. We're not far from Kentucky. # blessed. We're going to drive to Willett. And we're going to get an egg salad sandwich.
I've heard good things about their egg salad sandwich.
If it's good enough to drive there and get an egg salad sandwich, let us know in the chat.
Yeah.
All right.
I love egg salad sandwiches.
Speaking of Willett, I didn't even plan this. But our order of giveaways is Scott Kading has generously donated a Willett flight. So this is all 6 mash bills. This is the OG mash bill, the low rye bourbon, the high rye bourbon, the low rye, the high rye.
Oh my gosh.
And whatever else Willett's got going on. They got a ton of stuff going on. Of all the flights, so we put the Pappy flight at the end because Pappy draws people.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Jacob said the Willett egg salad is better than Pappy.
We gotta drive.
I'm in. We gotta go to Willett.
It was funny. I was fortunate enough, # blessed, to go on a barrel pick with a local store here in Nashville, and we went up. It was a 1792 foolproof pick, and then we left there and went to Willett because it's nearby. And as we were driving in, there was a G-Wagon driving out, and I was like, man, Mercedes G-Wagon driving out of Willett. This is the most Willett thing ever.
Yeah.
And I loved every minute of it. But we got there, and it was on a Monday or a Tuesday. They were closed.
I think it was a Tuesday.
They were closed, so we didn't get the egg salad sandwich. We got to go back.
Oh my gosh.
All 6 mash bills from Willett. Pappy is amazing. I'm not gonna lie, but this would be what I would want to win. Out of the most. Like, this is amazing that Scott is donating this. 6 2-ounce samples of all the Willett lineup. Top dog with the Reuben.
Adriana said, "Buckle up, y'all. The drinking has brought out the stories."
Oh, we're getting let's have fun. So next.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Let's do it.
Willett flight.
Yep.
Whoever wins this is.
Josh will be jealous of you.
I want to be you. 1,991. 1991.
1991. That
Which
was the
there's-
year some people were probably born in this chat.
If you were born in 1991, can you drink?
I don't know. Math is hard for me. I'm a words girl.
2001, 2021. So no, maybe. No, you'd be 20.
Oh.
Is that right?
Yeah, 2021.
No.
You'd be
To
turning
2001 to 2011. You could drink in 2012. We are dumb.
I write with words. I don't write with numbers.
Yeah.
Hard.
So yeah, 2021 minus 1991 is 30.
Okay. Yes. Then absolutely.
You can absolutely drink.
Thank you, guys.
Wow. All right. We're gonna hold
yes.
this together,
Anyone
guys.
before 2000 can drink.
Private chat. The Willet winner. Big Vic. Is anybody more lucky than Big Vic?
Not in your book.
Big Vic, my man. He won a whiskey weekend
from
really? Podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah, which is, they're right down the road. They're right down the road in Franklin.
Sometime.
We do. We have a mutual friend, Danny.
I know.
So we got to meet the podcast guys. We would love to come to whiskey weekend.
We would love to come to whiskey weekend.
We missed out. It booked out. Man.
Yeah. Well, we had kind of just started the channel too, I think.
Also, if your name is Big Vic Galindo, how in the world is there not like a Sopranos spinoff of you?
Oh my gosh.
There's no way that joke has not been made before.
That's the coolest name.
It is. If I had that name, I would walk around.
Yeah. All right. We gotta keep rolling. Yeah, let's go.
All right. Next up, the Aged flight.
Okay.
Because I could call it aged, but if you call it aged, it sounds way more better.
Okay.
So way more better. So we're going to start at the 1792 12 year. We're going to go to the Russell's 13 year, which we both really liked.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go to the Sam Houston 14, the Calumet 15, the Copper Tongue 16, and then to cap it off, Masters Keep Decades.
Wow.
This is from Barry Hawk. The number is 1,437.
Yes.
1437.
Yeah, we gotta keep rolling.
We do, because we'll drag it out all night.
Yeah. What was the first flight? The first flight was
the first 5 were blinds.
The first
that we're gonna put together.
Yeah, we're gonna put together.
So we'll get with you, Jim.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk to you about what your preferences are, what you like the most.
And then we'll put a blind flight together for you.
I'm having too much fun, guys.
Julie like.
I feel like they have all these. Blind it. See what you like. Yeah, that would be so much fun.
That would be fun to see.
If you guys don't know the likes, they are unreal.
Yeah.
They are unreal. Like Time Whiskey, they have a YouTube channel. They are incredibly supportive of the WhiskeyTube community. Amazing, amazing human beings. So
all right, what's
that
next?
that is awesome. All right, next up, we're gonna again from Barry Hawk, who had the Aged flight. Now he has the Bardstown flight.
Thank you, Barry.
We're huge Bardstown Bourbon Company fans.
I took Josh to Bardstown for his birthday.
Yeah, Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Yeah.
Yep. We did the honey barrel
thieving tour.
Something.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Was
so
fun.
You're getting Disco 3, which is my favorite. Disco 4, which is a very close runner-up. Disco 5, which I think is highly underrated. You're getting also then 3 finished. The Prisoner, Pfeiffer Pavitt, and Destillaire, which I'm 100% sure that I'm pronouncing wrong. From Barry Hawk.
All right, what's the number we got?
Number 88.
88.
Dipping into them low numbers.
What? The low.
I love it how StreamYard gives us a notification when we get a private chat from Adriana that tells us who won.
Yes. It's very helpful.
I love Bardstown Bourbon Company. Our logo, actually, our Stuff and Whiskey logo is
inspired by their...
It's based on, we sent our graphic designer Bardstown Bourbon Company's logo. And then in Nashville, Tennessee, if you ever come here and you want a really nice place to stay at the Noelle, Noelle Hotel
or the Bobby Hotel.
Or Bobby Hotel. We sent them we sent 2 boutique hotels and 1 bourbon company who we feel like does a really good job at paying a nod to history and respecting the background of bourbon, but then also modernizing it.
Yeah. Big Vic someone said I won. Yeah.
Yeah, you did win. You won big. Man. You won the flight that I want. The all 6 mash bills from Willet.
Yeah. Okay, so Paul Bennett.
Oh, snap. My pen is leaking.
Paul Bennett just won the Bardstown flight. Oh.
Paul Bennett, we need a paper towel.
I have a tissue.
I may have gotten a little...
Oh, gosh, love.
Okay, stand by. We're about to ruin our own countertop here. I got a big old ink blotch right here. Fountain pens, y'all. All right, Paul Bennett.
Paul Bennett won the Bardstown. No, the Bardstown
Yeah,
flight.
the Bardstown flight.
You wrote the wrong.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
You're right. I did write it in the wrong place.
What was I gonna say?
The ink debacle threw me off.
Yep. We're good. We're good.
All right, here we go. So, Paul, awesome.
Yes.
Let's go. Next up.
Hold on. Both Noel and Patterson House have a speakeasy. Yes.
JG
so,
yeah.
Josh, you have ink on your hand. So, FYI, yes, the Noel has a secret bar that looks like you're going into a storage closet. It's good.
I think it's a janitor's closet.
No, it's a storage.
Okay.
But that being said, the Bobby Hotel, their lobby bar, has the best burger I've ever had in my life, and really good wings. They were like an Asian sort of wing. So
there's some peanuts and some zest.
Yeah. So Josh and I used to live in downtown Nashville. We had an apartment on 2nd Avenue, a block from Broadway, where all the honky tonks were. And we learned that the best places to get food is actually the hotel lobby bars, because a lot of people will come to Nashville, stay in the hotel, and then go downtown to Broadway and leave the hotels and do all the honky tonking and all that stuff on Broadway. But then the hotel bars and their restaurants are amazing. And so they're usually very easy to get into, and the food is amazing. So pro tip.
And if you come to Nashville, let us know.
Yeah.
Because we're both homebody introverts.
Yes.
And I have a lot of issues, as obvious by this, but like I deal with them.
Yes.
But with enough notice, we can work it out.
Yes.
Tennessee Jets at Catbird Seat. That's where we went.
Seat.
We got married. We eloped locally, and then we went to Catbird Seat for dinner.
And also, there's another place, the Bastion is
the original chef.
The original chef from the Catbird Seat is at Bastion now, which is really good.
Speaking of Tennessee, let's give away a Tennessee Tasters barrel proof rye.
Let's do it.
This is,
let's do it. Okay.
All right, here we go. By the way, this is from Top Dog. This is like the whole Warehouse B, Top Dog, Bourbon Engineer group. This is a local group. We're running the randomizer right now.
166.
Number 166. I wonder if I can make that dimmer.
166.
It keeps going brighter. 166.
Okay, 166. You're talking too much, Josh.
Grace Lehman. That's my grandmother. What?
Grace wins. She's probably not even watching this right now.
So, real quick, hey guys. So, I have a lot of family that supported this cause, and if they defer after this is over, we're going to draw backup numbers, and if they say they don't want it, then we'll go on to backup numbers. So, this is amazing. This is like
totally random, but if Grace says she doesn't want it,
that's another amazing story. Like I didn't even meet that family till I was 18. Found out about my biological dad. It's a whole deal.
It's a story for another live stream.
It's a whole deal. We'll run backup numbers. I feel like she probably doesn't want 130 proof Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye. So,
but Fred might.
Yeah.
Okay.
My grandfather might. He does like. Yeah. He likes him some whiskey. His doctor told him, he was like, "You need to drink more water." He's like, "You need to drink more water." His doctor told him that. He's like, "Okay, I'll just put it in my whiskey." So,
fair enough. Right.
All right. Next up, Elmer T. Lee. This is a hot commodity. All right.
Who's getting it?
This is from the man with three names, Eric David Gunderson.
Oh, Eric, we love you.
2,825.
2885.
2825.
Oh, 2825.
2825.
I'm sorry, my bad. I couldn't see the number.
Yeah, this is a wild story, guys. I met my biological family, my paternal biological family, when I was 18. It's a long story, but like even through working through my own mental health over the course of that time, it's been incredible to build a relationship with them. Like you can never have enough people in your life who care about you and that you care about. So,
and they are awesome people.
Don't shut people out. There was a point that I wanted to make that I really, I completely missed a boat on. Jason Connell.
Wait.
Winning the Elmer T. Lee.
Oh, Jason Connell. Yeah. How did they know before we did?
I don't know. So, no, you were in private chat. So, Jason Connell winning the Elmer T. Lee. Congratulations, man. I've only ever had Elmer T. Lee once when we went to
Really?
Bastion.
Yeah.
And then after the dinner, we went to the bar and
Yep.
I compared Elmer T. Lee to Rock Hill Farms and I
Yep.
preferred the Elmer T. Lee. Single barrels, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
They were both good, but not worth the crazy hype of secondary, but both really, really good. So,
Congrats, Jason.
congrats, Jason. I was
Yeah.
saying something about something, but I forget what it was.
About Grace and
That family.
you can't have enough people.
Don't
that
shut
love you.
people out that love you. Show everybody kindness. Everybody's dealing with something.
Well, if you had shut them out, then we would be.
But what's the thing? Hang on. It's be kind to everybody because everybody's fighting a battle.
Mm-hmm.
So kindness,
Mhm.
empathy, grace,
Mhm.
love, compassion, hold space for people who are struggling with things.
Yep.
Like that can go so far in the mental health
Yep.
space right there. So
All right, next.
next up, we're going to do I didn't bring out a bunch of this stuff.
Yep.
But I brought out this
Let's do it.
because this is from Brian Waller,
Yep.
who is a National Bourbon Social Club member,
Mm-hmm.
who runs Wheeler's Raid. They source MGP,
Mm-hmm.
bourbon and rye, and they do things with it. But later on we'll get to the Wheeler's Raid rye.
Okay.
But right now he's got a Buffalo Trace 1.75 liter
This is a
store pick.
big old bottle.
I did not know these existed. This is a bottle of rare breed. The next winner is getting this.
This is a lot.
This is a store pick too, as you can see by the little label. So, absolutely incredible donation by Brian Waller.
What's the number?
The number is 34.
34. Who is lucky
This is
number
unreal.
34?
This is unreal. I love Buffalo Trace store picks.
Yeah.
They're one of my favorite. I'm not big on Buffalo Trace Distillery, but I love Buffalo Trace store picks. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Who's going to win this?
Brian Ware.
Yes. Brian Ware. He's local.
You're so excited.
I know him. We saw him yesterday.
It's so cute. I know.
We
We
got
did.
together.
He's really nice. Him and his wife are very nice.
I actually thought, I love Real Talk. So I thought the Real Talk portion of this would be my favorite part.
Yeah.
But I'm loving giving away stuff to people and I'm loving donating this money. It's incredible.
Yeah. It's really
All right.
nice because we got to meet Brian and his wife. And
Yeah.
then we also got to meet Top Dog and his wife, Renee.
We had already met them, but John came over. Yeah.
Yeah, but we got to meet them previously.
I accidentally hit the button. I'm not going to change
Okay,
it.
the next one.
roll up. High West Midwinter's Night's Dram.
Act
5,
5.
Scene 2 from Kimberly Burns at Burnki, BURNKI,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. 1730.
1730.
Midwinter's Night's Dram. This is one of my favorite ryes. I'm not a rye guy. Aaron's the rye guy.
Mm-hmm. I'm the right guy.
But this stuff I love. And it tastes like the holidays. And you're going to get it right before the holidays. Oh, it's going to be perfect. This is all the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. Who is winning the High West Midwinter's Night's Dram?
We will
Number
see.
1730
Let's
in
check
our
some
list.
chat. Oh, our journal. Hold on.
Somebody asked where they're getting the numbers from.
John Trombetta.
Hang on.
Did I say that right?
Is it?
Trom-
Oh, yeah.
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 Yes. Did I say
Yeah.
your name right, John?
Yeah.
John Trombetta.
So while we're in the middle of the giveaway, let's address it. Somebody asked
Mhm.
where we're getting the numbers from. When you donate,
Mm.
your number goes in, however many multiples of $5 you donate
Mhm.
goes into a spreadsheet.
Mhm.
And then once we capped it at a little after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern or Central time, we then randomize a list so that it's fair. And then now we're running.
Adriana
Yeah.
is working the
Yeah.
list behind the scenes.
And she just commented.
Yeah.
And when you see what she commented, highlight that, please.
Okay.
Click the show.
Yep.
She's a scientist.
She is.
She's a literal scientist for a profession.
She's a genius,
Yeah. She's basically the smartest person we know.
basically. And
So,
I've never even met her
yeah.
in person.
but she is an amazing person to
Yeah.
have on your team.
Yes.
So we cannot think of a better person
Yeah.
to be part of this. So all we're doing is clicking a button on an iPhone.
Yeah.
Adriana's doing the heavy
She's
lifting.
doing the hard work, and we owe her big time.
Jim, I do like scotch. Yes.
Science, yes. We'll
Yeah.
kill whiskey.
All right.
Science.
Yeah. Hashtag science. Yeah.
Hashtag science.
Yeah. PhD scientist. She's a doctor. No big deal.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the next one. This is from Aiden Craig.
Yes.
This is the
We got to
opinion-
meet Aiden, and Aiden is awesome.
Yeah. an absolute amazing human being.
Yes, I love Aiden.
He is giving away an Obtainium light whiskey. I absolutely love light whiskey. If you have any preconceived notions about light whiskey, Obtainium will change your mind.
Yeah.
Negative preconceived notion. Obtainium light whiskey, 13-year, 67% ABV store pick. The winner is number 2040.
It's really hard to see on the screen.
I'm trying my best, guys.
It's fine.
It's hard to keep up with.
2040.
2040. I've got 2040 vision.
Do you?
I don't even know what that means. When people say if you tell me anything other than 2020, I don't know what you mean.
Adam Adam, you won.
You won Obtainium from Aiden.
That's really good.
Adam won Obtainium from Aiden.
Oh,
there's a lot of vowels.
Some A's, yeah.
Wait, yeah, vowels. That's what they are.
All right. Alnether.
Okay.
Alnether? Did I say that wrong?
Hang on. I saw the next thing in the list.
Okay.
David Jennings, Rare Bird 101. We are huge Wild Turkey fans.
We are.
He is giving away a signed copy of his book, American Spirit.
That's really cool.
Which is all about Wild Turkey,
That's really
all
cool.
about the background.
I really want that. Can I buy that?
No.
How much is it?
You can buy it, yeah.
How much is it?
You can go to Amazon. You can check
I'll get
it out.
it. I'm going to buy that.
It depends on your format that you pick.
Okay.
But the next winner gets a signed copy of that. So, directly from David Jennings, number 1621.
1621.
I can't wait. We need this book.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are having fun. We're really having a lot of fun giving away the stuff to you guys.
Yeah. This is really fun.
Raising money is fun.
Albert Orzko. I'm so sorry.
So we have a last name. I have a last name that she has since adopted through marriage.
Yes.
That gets butchered frequently. So we
But ours
apologize.
is not hard.
I'm sure Albert feels the same way.
Yeah.
Orozco.
Orozco.
Albert Orozco.
Albert Orozco.
You know what? Say anything with confidence.
Albert Orozco.
Say
You
anything
won.
with confidence.
Yeah.
Mr. Orozco.
Yes.
You are a winner of a actual signed book
copy
of American
That's
Spirit
really cool.
from David Jennings.
I want to get one.
Who is one of the most amazing people, period. Like,
that's cool. I like amazing people.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So when I was doing the order of this was amazing because I was like, we're giving away the American Spirit book. We got to give away like 2 Wild Turkey products right after.
Okay.
So first up is a Jimmy Russell signed Russell's Reserve 110 proof from Scott Cady, our friend, Nashville Bourbon Social Club. I stumbled because you said Show Enough. He is Show Enough in the chat. The person that's winning the Jimmy Russell signed Russell's Reserve 110 proof is 2245.
2245. All right, let's check a little.
This is one of our favorite pours, by the way.
Yep.
It's Rare Breed and Russell's Reserve. Everything else.
Well, no. I
was about to say a really outlandish statement.
It's Rare Breed and New Riff for me.
New Riff barrel proof, yeah.
It's the New Riff for me. 2245. I've been taking a shot every time you butcher a last name.
Oh my goodness, Matt.
Oh, Matt.
Call the ambulance.
Don't
call
do
the
that.
ambulance. Call the ambulance.
Ambulance. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait. Chad Folsom.
Yes, Chad.
I didn't butcher that last name, so you can't take a sip. Matt.
A little Folsom Prison Blues.
Yeah.
It's not the first time he's heard that.
Johnny Cash.
We like some cash.
Nice.
My grandparents, Grace Lehman, who won Jack Daniel's Tennessee Taster, apparently, who is definitely not awake right now.
She's not awake. She's not watching this.
We had brisket with her earlier today.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
They have a house that they bought many, many moons ago, prior to Nashville blowing up like it did.
Yeah.
And it was across the way from some Johnny Cash property, which is kind of a cool story.
That's cool.
All right. So Chad Folsom wins the Jimmy Russell sign.
Nice.
Let's go right. So Kimberly Burns, who I adore and love on such a deep level, has donated a Russell's Reserve pick. And this is the Beastmasters. It's a CNA pick, Camp Nelson. So if you know anything about Wild Turkey, you know how big of a deal this is. Number 1607.
1607. Who is 1607?
Eric David Gunderson is talking crazy stuff about a newer single barrel 112 proof.
Oh, you're saving that for me. Thank you, Eric.
Joseph Carter
won the Russell's Reserve.
Joseph is a nice, strong name. I like that.
That is a nice name.
Ooh.
It's a nice biblical name.
We're right into Scott. Oh, we're back into Scott Kading.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we have a few in here that are like package deals because if you win these, I want you to blind them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's your requirement?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to, but I would like you to. It's up to you.
Okay.
Live your life. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life.
But are
Scott
you?
Scott Kading, our dear friend here, Nashville Bourbon Social Club.
Mm-hmm.
He donated a Willet 6-year single barrel rye.
Wow.
And a Nashville Barrel Company 8-year rye. So you got Willet, like Willet is on its own wavelength.
Yeah.
And then you got Nashville Barrel Company.
Mm-hmm.
Get these 2 bottles in, blind them if you win them. Okay. The number is 1842.
18.
I feel like we need more numbers down in like the not 1 comma number.
It's random.
It's a random. It's totally random. We can't control this, guys.
Nope. All right. Let's see what we
Joshua Meyer says fingers crossed. I'd love somebody to get a couple of Willet ryes.
Dieter Lang.
Dieter Lang. Heck yeah.
Dieter Lang, man. Willet and the Nashville Barrel Company.
Nashville Barrel Company. So they source from MGP.
Yep.
And yeah. So 8 years. Their ryes are really good.
I would
hills.
really like that.
Hey,
rye.
I know you would.
That
hot again, a giveaway that you wish you could be involved
I know.
in.
I kind of wish I could have that.
But you know what? As a consolation prize, we raised over $14,000 for mental health.
That's
so,
fine. I'll take that.
know.
It's good.
So let's back to back. Let's back to back it, guys.
Okay, let's do it.
Another rye combo.
Yeah,
so
man.
this is Wheeler's Raid toasted rye. This is Brian Waller, who is donating this, and then Sazerac rye, which is from the Warehouse B Bourbon Engineer. We're working on it. Did we get a comment?
13, 14, 15 bottles left, Tim.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to know how many bottles left.
We're working on it.
Yep.
15 things left.
15 things left.
15 winners left.
15.
Because some winners get multiple things. Like right now,
Okay, so 15 winners.
we're in a state of affairs where the winner is going to get 2 things. They're going to get Sazerac rye, which is in a lot of markets not easy to come by. And then we're going to get Wheeler's Raid toasted rye. And I love toasted rye. So the winner of this is 1174.
1174.
So Wheeler's Raid is out of a local Nashville area here, and they source MGP rye and then they finish it a lot of times. So this is a really good giveaway item. And I'd love to hear if you win this.
John Trombetta again.
Look, if you donate big, then you can win big. So
yeah, if you donate big, win big. Play hard. Wait, what is it? Work hard, play hard.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like we don't want to take people out, and our re-roll system eliminates the same number popping up twice.
Yeah.
So we're good there.
Awesome. Congrats, John.
Okay, so Sailor Guevara, and I hope I'm not butchering that last name, has donated a custom cocktail box.
Ooh, that's cool.
This is the one that you wanted.
Yeah.
So this has samples and ingredients and recipes and all the fixings. That's the next winner, number 2778.
Okay.
That's near the end.
Yeah. 2778 for the custom cocktail box.
Massive shout out to Sailor for this is like an over $200 value that she's donating.
Wow.
And shipping direct. Hand delivering
directly to you. Scott Tilton.
Scott Tilton.
Congrats.
I hope you like cocktails because you're about to get them.
You're going to get some cocktails.
All right. Eric David Gunderson, the man with 3 names, has donated a Blanton single barrel. The Horsey bourbon. It's good whiskey. The whiskey community loves a rag on it. But it is good.
I like Blanton's.
It is good. You do really like it.
I like Blanton's.
It's good. I love it for like a good easy sip.
I'm not going to lie.
Number 1482.
1482.
We're rolling now, guys. We're in our groove.
Yep. 1482. Let's check out.
We've had Blantons in several. We're like low on our Blantons, and I need more Blantons to put in our blind pool.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
we'll get around to that.
Yep. Oh, you guys are so awesome for congratulating everybody who's winning. This is
Give them props.
well,
Because
everyone is
every
just-
winner is a representation of the money that's going into the
Yeah.
charity that's helping people.
Ooh,
So,
Scott says he loves him some cocktails. Yeah. All right. We got
yes,
a winner.
I'm so glad. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Number 1482 for the Blanton single barrel.
Samir Masalam.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Samir is a big supporter. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love it. All right. That is amazing. Okay. So, I mean, Blanton's is a piece of art. We're photographer backgrounds.
Yeah, it's
so
pretty.
Like,
It's a pretty
to
bottle.
view a bottle of Blanton's is to view a work of art. Now,
Mhm.
Smoke Wagon does have them beat in the bottle department.
Yeah. Oh,
But
that
Blanton's
bottle
is a very
really
close
pretty.
second. Absolutely beautiful. And it's amazing to share with guests.
Yep.
We do love Blanton's for that.
Yep.
All right. Next up, Weller Special Reserve from Whiskey Nose. Late entry. Super happy to have this as part of it. Absolutely amazing. We're going to run the randomizer, and we've got number 2445.
2445.
I just noticed my shirt. Hope will not be canceled.
No.
We're not canceling
And I
it.
think that's what you were speaking to tonight.
Yep.
I think there is hope and there's help.
Yep.
And
It's available.
if you have an issue, talk to someone, get some help, because there is hope.
And I would encourage you, if it's somebody you love and you're dealing with that aspect of it,
Mhm.
it's hard. You can't make them get help. But if it's you, yes,
Kilco.
Kilco.
Kilco whiskey.
That's awesome. Perfect. Awesome. Kilco gets a Weller Special Reserve from Whiskey Nose. That's Whiskey Tube Community Love. So wait, Adriana in a private chat says this was via Thomas Lawrence, but given on behalf of Kilco. I'm confused. So who wins a Weller Special Reserve?
Kilco?
Adriana, let us know.
Okay, Adriana, let us know if it's Kilco.
So
if it's Kilco.
what's while she's letting us know, we're gonna see what's up next. It's
Kilco wins. Kilco
okay,
wins.
Kilco wins.
Yep.
So I had to check. Did Kilco say that? Kilco wins.
Kilco wins.
All right. So next up is the 3-chord, 16-year, 119 proof single barrel from Alec Carper, who is a Nashville Bourbon Social Club member. Nashville Bourbon Social Club, I'm at a loss for words. Their whole ethos is charity.
Yep.
They give a ton. I think they're at like $60,000+ right now on the year for 2021 for charity for people with disabilities who are born with disabilities. Friends Life, it's a local charity organization. It's amazing. So
hold on.
We're trying to spread that out.
Nathan wants to know, will there be a list of winners posted somewhere later on?
Yeah, we'll post it at Stuff and Whiskey in Instagram. We'll post a list of winners there.
Okay.
So we'll do that.
Okay.
Next winner up, number 2405 for the
2405.
3-chord, 116 proof. Sorry, 16-year, 119 proof single barrel. Courtesy of Nashville Bourbon Social Club member Alec Carper.
Yep. Let's see. Dennis Weedman.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Dennis.
That's what I'm talking about.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Dennis Weedman is an amazing human being. If you don't know Dennis Weedman. So, this next one's near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
Oh. I don't mean to step on. Okay, so Dennis Weedman, amazing.
Yes.
Period. Let's move on.
End of sentence.
1792 full proof store pick.
Oh.
I just got lucky enough to go on
did.
a local pick with a store. But this one is coming from Henry Ramirez. And the winner is 952. Number 952. By the way, guys, if you didn't catch this, the list has been randomized. You donate. But I recognize that the early donators and the late donators, they're at a disadvantage. So we randomize the list and then we randomize the winners.
Yes.
So we try to keep it as fair as possible.
So it's double randomized. So it's not
absolutely
partial to
right.
something.
We want to be as fair as possible.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we got Thomas Horn.
Heck yeah.
Get the
Thomas
1792
Horn.
foolproof store pick.
And
that's a good pick.
And we're gonna keep on with the Henry Ramirez giving train.
Okay,
and we're gonna go right into a Henry McKenna 10-year bottle and bond.
That's a good one.
Which to us it was an early part of our relationship.
Yes,
It's very special.
It's a very special bottle of bourbon for us.
The randomizer says that it's number 521.
521.
It's a Henry McKenna 10-year bottle and bond, which we bought our bottle in 2017 or 2018. I'm so bad with that.
Probably 2018.
But then, and then in 2019 it won like Whiskey of the Year or something from Fred Minnick and the San Francisco. We like it. Heck yeah, Jason
Connell.
Yes. I love it.
I mean,
all right.
Yeah.
Hey.
If you donate big, you get more entries.
I like that.
That's the point.
I like that. Yeah. And it's
awesome.
That money went into helping people who need it.
Yes.
It didn't come to us. It went to them. So that's amazing. Next up, Aaron Miller, Henry Ramirez, and Aaron Miller are both in the Instagram space.
Okay.
So Heaven Hill 7-year bottle and bond. This is a bottle that is hard to get your hands on.
Okay.
$9.97.
$9.97.
I want a bottle of this so bad.
Yeah.
I do. I really like Heaven Hill.
Didn't we try to go to Heaven Hill and they didn't have anything?
No, the last time I was up there, I drove by Heaven Hill and they were on strike.
Oh.
I hope they've resolved that.
Okay.
I haven't been keeping up. We've been pretty busy with this fundraiser stuff.
Yeah.
So Aaron Miller wins. Nicholas Littlejohn.
Nice. Nicholas.
I love it, man.
Congrats.
I absolutely love it. I love the 6-year, and I know I love the 6-year, so I feel like the 7-year will be even better.
It's going to be even better.
That's such a big win. Let's go to Kimberly Burns with a 4 Roses OESK barrel strength pick.
Okay.
Number 1308. Keith Smith just said we passed 2K subs.
Oh, wow.
This was not to raise subs. You don't have to be subbed. You don't have to subscribe to our channel to win stuff. So,
Scott Pigsley said they're still on strike at Heaven
I think
Hill.
the last thing I saw was Bourbon of the Week.
Aiden, Greg Johnson, everyone said they're still on strike. Yeah.
So, Bourbon of the Week, which is a fantastic Whiskey Tube channel. Check them out.
Scott Pigsley just won. He won the
4 Roses OESK.
4 Roses.
Dude, I've only ever had one 4 Roses barrel strength pick before ever. Heck yeah, man.
Good job. Congrats,
You're gonna
Scott.
get these roses. I love 4 Roses. I have a personal connection with 4 Roses, so I'm so happy for you, Scott. That's amazing, man. All right, next up, Kimberly Burns, a Whistle Pig casserole pick. A nice old rye pick.
2107.
2107. If you're a rye guy like Aaron.
If you're a rye guy like me.
Then this is going to be a pick for you. Johnny drama.
So you're saying I have a chance.
Just try it.
Yeah, it works.
Work for Jim Carrey.
Yeah. All right. So what are we, Whistle Pig?
We got one more pour we got to have before we get off of here.
Oh, well, you need to pour it because we're running short on time, my friend. Can you pour it?
Are we?
Yes.
Okay, so I was fortunate enough by supporting a local store to get this bottle. Mm-hmm. Nothing crazy.
What was the number? 2107. Yep. Jason Connell.
Hey, you donate big, you can win big.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point. If you every $5 gets you a
And can I real quick, can I just say you put out good into the world and good comes back to you.
Okay. Yeah.
You buy the Starbucks whole thing where you buy the person behind like the head whatever.
Yeah.
Like good begets good.
Yeah.
So feed more positivity into the universe.
Yep.
And it will reciprocate itself. It multiplies. So light drives out darkness, yada yada. Like this is the whole point of this whole thing. So
exactly.
Shout out to Jason for that. That's amazing. All right. Knob Creek Rye. We love Knob Creek. Mm-hmm. This is the Angel Share pick again from Kimberly Burns. The number is
she is killing it. I can't see that. $23.57.
$23.57.
That's really hard to see on the screen.
I know. I'm so sorry, guys. We got to find a different app for our randomizer. Can you grab? We have somewhere 2 clean glasses. We got a lot of empty glasses here.
I'm not sure where the 2 clean ones are.
Right, $23.57 for the Knob Creek
Here,
Rye.
Just these are almost empty.
No, we have 2 empty ones. I know I had enough. Oh, it's those. It's the ones with the logo with the text.
That's the top dog.
John Trombetta. Another. Hey, you donate big, you win big. It's almost like a thing for future years. Like,
here, just do this one.
This is not for us. This is for charity.
Yeah.
It's a nice cork pop.
Yeah.
Smoke Wagon Private Barrel.
All right.
John Trebetta won a Knob Creek Rye, which we love Knob Creek. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 left.
5 things left.
In 4 minutes.
In 4 minutes. We can do this because Josh doesn't talk too much.
Next up, I wish I brought these up.
It's fine.
Custom bourbon lamps. So it's a bottle.
Where are they?
They're downstairs. I don't need to go run and get them.
I can get them. Where are
No,
they?
you're getting barware. So
Okay.
you're about to get hooked up with some man cave stuff.
Yes.
You're gonna get the whole thing. You're gonna get 2 custom lamps handmade that are bottles with like the whole 9 yards.
Bourbon bottles with the lamp stuff.
Shade.
And no, there's like the things with the bulb and then the shade.
Yep. Barrel stave flight holders, bottle openers. The whole 9 yards. You're gonna get a man cave set up. This is from Warehouse B and Top Dog and Bourbon Engineer.
Yeah.
So
they're really cool. They're really cool. I don't like man cave things because I'm not a man for a man cave.
$11.90.
It's cool.
You can have a she shed.
$11.90. They'd be really nice.
$11.90. And while we're waiting for $11.90, we're gonna pour this Smoke Wagon Private Barrel. So support your local stores. Be good to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe that's a Nashville thing, but this is a Warehouse WC5 barrel number 600 beginner's luck 8-year 59.65% alcohol by volume.
Eric Gunderson.
Yes, that's
we have to call him Eric David Gunderson.
I've actually been over.
He's the man with 3 names. He won.
EDG, the man with 3 names.
Yes,
he gets some local to local. That's amazing. Yeah, it's gonna go great. It's gonna go great in your room, man. You're getting some cool stuff. Yes. So that's amazing. Next up from Eric David Gunderson is a Weller 12.
Oh, dang.
Which is not an easy bottle to come by.
26.
56.
26.56. Sorry. It's hard for I'm trying to look at it backward.
26.56. That's so wild. Eric David Gunderson won the last giveaway. He's giving away the next item.
26.56.
Incredible.
Or 20.
So this right here, this is a cheers to what we've raised as a collective community.
Thank you all. Let's cheers everyone. If you're still here in the chat.
That's what this is for. I need the other glass.
Just
no,
take that.
Find the glass.
There is
it's
none.
Behind the tissue box.
Oh. Here.
Barry Hawk says, hell yeah, the man with 3 names.
The man with 3 names. He is awesome. All right.
I love Smoke Wagon. Christopher Miller. Congratulations, man.
Some Weller 12.
Oh, this is so cool. All right, we're getting into like the really hype stuff now. So next up, we're going to do a Weller Flight. And this is from the Warehouse B Top Dog Bourbon Engineer guys. Weller 12 CYPB.
What's that?
Craft Your Perfect Bourbon.
Okay.
Antique 107 and Special Reserve. So you're going to get a blind flight. You can check the key before or after. The winner for this is number 1819.
1819. 1819.
I feel like if I hear the words 18, the numbers 1819, I feel like that should be a year that something historical happened.
Yes. Let's cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you guys.
To you.
Cheers. You guys are freaking awesome.
Absolutely. This whole thing is unreal. This feels surreal.
We didn't think that this would be this big.
We are absolutely blown away.
All, and we can't wait to do it again. I mean, I'm honestly really excited.
Let's go next October. Let's go.
Okay,
let's try to do bigger and better than this. It'll be amazing. David Christoph.
Oh, Doug.
No, Doug. Sorry, Doug Christoph. Wait, did Doug? Wait, let me look.
He did. Yes, he did. But
Doug Kristoff won the blind flight.
He could win again.
And he's also getting a Weller flight. He's getting a many flights. He's a man of many flights. That's amazing. Amazing. Doug, congratulations, man.
Doug.
Hey, thank you. By the way, anybody amazing.
If you've
If
won
you donated,
several times,
if you donated, amazing.
thank you. Yeah.
Doug is getting mini flights from us. It's going to be incredible.
Yep.
All right. We're down to our last 2 items, guys.
Last 2 items.
All right. I tried to save the best for last. So
these have all been really good, though. I feel like
Jason C. from the Mash and Drum. Which, if you know Whiskey Tube content, Jason is one of the absolute best of the best. He's had us on our channel. He's
had us on his channel.
He's had us on his channel.
Correct.
We did a live
He's a
stream with him.
Columbus guy, and I used to live in Columbus.
Oh man, Jason is an amazing person.
Yep.
And he has donated a Stag Junior Batch 12, which if you are a bourbon nerd, you know how lauded Batch 12 is in the Stag Junior whiskey sphere, which I think the word whiskey sphere, I should trademark that. I think that's a new thing. But he's giving away one of these, and we're about to find out who wins it.
All right,
so
who wins it? 2788.
2788.
2788.
Jim Brady asked if I'm getting a little lit, and I'm on a little bit of a euphoric wave.
I feel like you're very excited about all these people that are
I'm
winning
really
stuff.
enjoying this giveaway.
Yeah.
Because I would love to win things. I'm one of those people that's like, I never win things.
Yeah.
And
2788. Robert Mullins.
Heck yeah, Robert. You just, man.
Congrats.
This was like one of my, between the Pappy flight, the Stag Junior Batch 12, and the Willet flight, the Mashville flight, which Big Vic won.
Wish I could have gotten the Willet Rye, the Nashville Barrel Company, Nashville Barrel Company Rye flight, or the cocktail box.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. Dieter and Scott.
Yeah. Okay.
Aaron's jealous.
All right. We got one more.
Here we go, guys. We're down to the Pappy. Hey, real quick, before we do this.
Whiskey Mountains wanted the same thing.
No, I'm pretty good. I'm feeling a little loose, but I'm just so freaking happy. I'm so daggum happy.
You have been. Keith said you've been smiling the entire time during the giveaway segment.
That's so funny.
You have been.
That wasn't conscious. I'm just really. I love pouring out good because the world needs more good. Yeah. It needs more good. Mm-hmm. So with this Smoke Wagon makes me happy. It's like one of the whiskeys in the whiskey space. Mm-hmm. I love the bottle. I love Aaron's kind of anti-FOMO. Bubble Bass is dadgum a Tennessee thing. It absolutely is. It is. Nashville, born and bred right here.
He's a Nashville native, so he has some Southern in him.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Scott says my love language is gift giving. Actually, the way I receive love, I don't even know, but my way I give love is quality time and words of affirmation. When I say somebody is an amazing person or an amazing human being or a magnificent human being, like Matt Porter and Jason C. And all you guys for giving and being a part of this, I mean it on a very deep level.
Yes.
On a very deep level.
Yes. Okay.
So who's winning Pappy? 2557.
2557.
Who's it going to be?
The Pappy flight. So it's a Pappy flight of Pappy 15, 20, and 23.
I'm so happy,
generously given by Top Dog and Bourbon Engineer from Warehouse B too.
John and Renee coming through with the
absolutely
25, incredible. This whole thing has been amazing, guys. We went 4 or 5 minutes long. The Smoke Wagon.
Dana Lugo.
Heck, yes. I'm happy for everybody.
Dana. That is awesome.
So I realized that not everybody won, and
Josh is bummed that everyone didn't win.
I know I'm bummed everybody didn't win. I enter stuff all the time. I never win, but I know people who win.
That's not true. You do win.
I've gotten lucky a little bit, but I know people who win, and ultimately at the end of the day, what this is all about is being able to give back and pay it forward. Yeah. And like I said,
what's the final number on the donations, guys? Can you tell us?
Yeah,
we're not keeping track.
I can check the GoFundMe,
but that's what it's about. Like, thank you all.
I can't
for
believe
A, being here this long, and B,
the app tells me $14,580.
Is that right? Oh my gosh, you guys.
The app has some lag to it.
So thank you so much.
This is unreal.
We honestly didn't think that you guys would show. We thought you would show up and show out, but we didn't think it would be this
Not
big.
like this.
So thank you.
Not at all like this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Can
Tim,
you please highlight Tim's comment?
I will. Tim says he did not donate to win a bottle. Oh, where did it go? He donated. The chat. To help save a life because he's been in those shoes. Absolutely, Tim. And that's why we're doing this.
You're gonna make me cry.
Don't make Josh cry. He cries easily.
That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about.
So thank you all for doing
this. Is fun, but the connections we make through this are really what matters.
Yeah.
And what we've done together tonight and over the course of this weekend, and if you catch the replay, which is a really late way to pitch the replay aspect of this, but if you're catching a replay, you can't win anything, but definitely donate.
You can still donate until
Wednesday, October 13th at 1 p.m. Eastern time, noon Central time. We're going to push a donation through to Write Love on Her Arms, and that money is going to go directly to people who need help, who need hope.
Yeah.
And that's what feeds into all this.
Yeah.
So whiskey brings us together. We've said it. We're a channel about connection and community disguised as a whiskey channel.
Yeah.
And that sounded way too rehearsed.
But it is. It's true.
Can you highlight Bev Porter, please?
Absolutely. Where'd it go? There we go.
So Bev Porter is Matt Porter's mom, ADHD whiskey.
Yeah.
And I just think the world of Matt.
Yeah.
So
you raised a good one, Bev.
God bless everybody. Seriously.
Yeah.
For you guys being a part, for tuning in, for donating. I'm going to start getting pretty emotional here.
It's okay. It's fine.
It's kind of all hit me all at once, but
take this.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we really
so
appreciate
much.
You.
We're back. We're going to be back next October. We'll have a bunch of nonsense content in between now and then.
Yeah.
But we'll be back next October with some stuff that matters. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Adriana, for running this live stream, these donations. My goodness.
You guys are awesome.
We have done something.
We love you. Like we don't even know all of you, but we love you.
We have done something so special together, and don't discount that.
Yeah.
And don't discount.
Yeah, you guys have done this.
Yeah.
Like this, we're literally just giving you an opportunity. Like we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's all you.
Yeah.
So thank you.
So with some Smoke Wagon Private Barrel, a bottle that I was so fortunate and lucky to get.
Yeah. Because
I support my local store, and that's the natural way for me.
Yep.
Cheers to you. That was a great glass clink.
That was.
What do you think about this? Did you take a sip?
I did. We should close out so these people can go to sleep.
So good. Let's go to sleep, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. All right. We love you guys.
Yes,
we appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
You've made a real difference in lives tonight, more than you know.
You've directly changed lives.
Somebody's watching this that was on the brink, and collectively we have all spoke into hope and help and love and acceptance.
Yeah.
So don't discount that. I can't wait for next October. All right, guys,
all right, we already got plans.
Go to bed. Take care of yourself.
Go to sleep. Yeah.
Love each other. Be kind to each other. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourself. We love you. Thank you so freaking much for tuning in. Thank you so much for donating. I'm super overwhelmed right now. So we're going to sign off.
I love you guys.
Good night, you guys. You have to click the end broadcast button. I'm getting way too emotional right now.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.